I don't know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me on this shit. If y'all can hear, like, I'm just gonna wait. This shit is so fucking boring to me, dog. Mind you, I know y'all ain't seen me talk shit the last couple of days or whatnot. We're doing a lot of, what up, my nigga Eskimo? Can you hear me? Am I clear? Can you hear me? Alright, we good. Oh man, this shit is so effortlessly boring and just so like, you already know what it is, my nigga. This is, now for everybody, this is what I'm off of. How can I explain this shit to you stupid motherfuckers? I try to explain this shit to you motherfuckers all the time, and y'all like not paying attention. You are, but let me just show you what the fuck I'm talking about. First of all, hold up. I'm about to go in on some unbelievable shit I'm about to tell y'all motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck where this shit go. This shit is gonna be all over the fucking world in a minute. Like, look, this is literally like the world in the palm of my hand and shit. And the reason I'm talking like this is I'm off for 33 milligrams of 4-ACO-DMT. And this is the second time I'm going to have to really go in for the second time to really be able to explain this shit to you motherfuckers on how this shit is done. This shit is not even complicated, really. It's not. If you know and understand that, I'm just gonna explain something to you motherfuckers. Like, I know I'm self-aware within my own sentient world simulation that I am a know within my own virtual reality video game, whatever it is that means anything of significance to you in this reality of some type of deity, some type of God, whatever. Like, I'm aware of that. I'm aware that this is what you know and understand, like self-actualization. Like, imagine like a universe being self-aware within your reality. This is what this shit will look like. This is what I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna do it so smooth. It has everything to do with everything I've described to you before when it talks about coupling one's brain waves with the Schumann resonance. Right? Do you have any fucking idea what happens when you do that? You know what happens when you do that? You literally coalesce your brain waves with the collective brain waves of the entire planet, basically, Earth. And you have a data stream of information that's available to you at all times. Like, all the time. So, like, from my perspective, I keep telling you this. This is another thing that I need you to understand something. That's why I've always said that it's so important. It's so absolutely profound that you reprogram your subconscious mind, because everything, the only thing that you are is what you program yourself to be. And if you haven't programmed yourself to be anything, if you just living your life just as whatever character, whatever person you think you are, you're fucked. Totally fucked. Because this sentient world simulation that I'm connected to, and I understand how, like, this shit is just all, like, it's a technology. It's going to provide it for you. It's going to provide for you the necessary brain waves for you to have, the personality characteristics, behavior characteristics that you have, and you won't even know that this even exists, that this technology even exists. It's going to be beyond your level of comprehension, is what I'm saying. And in the feeling of this, like, now mind you, I have audio recordings of this shit, like, prior to this, me making this video. Like, I had to give some type of record of this, of this experience. But like everything, as far as DARPA, as far as mind control, as far as like remote neural monitoring, brainwave, all of that type of shit, where do you think that information comes from? Where do you think that technology comes from? It has to come from somewhere, right? It has to come from a signal, a source. Where? Like, where do you think it come from? You ever thought about that? Like the impulses for these, like Dr. Persinger, Who else? Jim Giordano. Like all these people I'm talking about, DARPA, as far as like super intelligent people when it comes to talking about highly advanced. Elon Musk, another one, you know what I'm saying, when it talks about technology and as far as like brainwave coupling and what that means and different innovations that'll be available to one's mind if it really like tapped into that shit for real. Like nobody's fucking doing it. So I inserted myself into my own video game. Like I know I'm a node. I'm self-aware that I'm inserted myself. Let me explain this shit. January 25th, 1982, 9:23 a.m. Like you inserted myself into my own sentient world simulation, right? And as I've done that, what's available to me at that point in time, because I'm self-aware. You understand that? So I'm not privy. I'm not suffering under the mind control that you will be under. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not. It's like I created I guess you could say a self-awareness, which provided me some type of protection within my own fucking game, where I wasn't influenced by the outside world at all. So I was able to, so this is when I was talking about being able to really finesse people's perceptions. You understand that? I understand that like from a deeper perspective as a child I did. So when it came to like motherfuckers like this, like Professor X, you know what I'm saying? Being able to like tap into like Cerebro and all that old Stanley mutant type of shit. Like where are these ideas coming from? Where the fuck this come from? It's a game. It's a sentient world simulation. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It has everything to do with their brain waves. You know, brain waves are radio waves. You understand that? And if I'm not mistaken, radio waves can be hacked, can be re-administered, it can be manipulated ad infinitum. You getting where I'm going with this shit? So, if I were to insert myself, which I did, I understand it, I get it. It's not even fucking complicated. Insert myself within my own sentient world simulation. Self-aware. Knowing that I am a node in my own quantum supercomputer, basically. A technology that gives me absolute, total, all-encompassing control over everything. Let me explain. Now look, my phone is dying. This shit, I ain't listening to this shit. This shit's so fucking, like, I'm bored. This shit is not even complicated. When it comes to really influencing the collective, what you know that the collective unconscious, I guess, with Thomas Beard and all that Zarg shit, all that, like, I guess your subconscious mind absorbs absolutely fucking everything, right? Everything. It don't even, like, you know that, right? You have any fucking idea what that means to somebody that's like self-aware of that and knows that this is like a video game? 33 milligrams of this shit. Shout out to my nigga Tone in Chicago, man. This shit is so y'all won't get it, man, unless y'all experiencing this shit where I'm at. But like, let me explain something to you. Like, it's not just 33 hertz I'm on like the whole, electromagnetic spectrum of frequencies and brainwaves and shit like that. Like all of them. You probably can hear it on my phone. Like if I were to like show it to you, let me show y'all. Let me give y'all an example of what the fuck I'm talking about. Like y'all see a picture like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know what y'all looking at when y'all see shit like that. Like this. Look at that. That's what this is. Don't get it twisted. This is Thanksgiving. I'm like really dropping a lot of jewels on y'all niggas. Y'all niggas need to know and understand something. It's like when you like so self-aware of everything. Hold up. Let me charge my phone real quick. Because like really all I really want to do, man, is really not even talk this shit to y'all. I just want to be with my girl, man. And just be married, man. And just be good. Honestly. But like, listen. I know this is going to sound crazy. This shit has everything to do with Dr. Persinger. This has everything to do when it comes to neuroscience, when it comes to reprogramming your subconscious mind. Because the ego does not exist. Like, you need to know and understand that. If you haven't understood what the fuck I meant by that, like, it don't exist. It's not like something to kill, something to defeat, or something to like fight against. It don't exist. The only thing that you will have to fall back on is what you are. And hopefully, for your sake, you program yourself to be the I am to everything. You see what I'm saying? So like, I look at myself like this motherfucker right here. Like, this is like a voodoo doll I look at. What to you? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like this. It might not mean anything to you, but like, this is the world. Like, this is Africa. This is all the shit that y'all talk about. And this is me with the world in the palm of my hand. Like, literally influencing the collective everything. Like, from a frequency. You know who this is? Like, this is I guess what, the beholder, whatever, in Dungeons and Dragons. This would be, who was that badass motherfucker from Stranger Things or whatever. Like, I can, like, take any type of character and whatever archetype it is and all the energy attributed to these characters and, like, download them and use them as, like, a superpower and, like, basically influence the tapestry of creation with this shit. Like, the whole pure heart thing, 33 hertz. This is what this looks like. This is what it's all about. This is gonna come out as like, you know, the singularity, whatever it is you want to call it, but it's gonna be looked at as like something totally fucking nuts. And I have a lot more to fucking say, so I gotta like charge my phone. Hold up. No, I'm not listening to the frequencies anymore. I don't have to. I can just become the frequency. Well, that's not entirely all the way true, because I'm still listening to 33 hertz on my other device over there. So it's still resonating a little bit. Let me try to explain this shit to y'all motherfuckers. Because, like, my whole point in doing this, I don't know if y'all can hear this, I hope y'all do not get it. I don't want y'all motherfuckers to even get this shit. I want y'all to look at me like, this shit is nuts. Like, come on, bro. Like, really seriously. But I can explain this shit. So I'm about to really go in and explain the exactness of all of this. Now, what you hearing, now I don't know if you heard this shit, but like, I guess I can still hear it coming through the phone. It's a frequency emission coming through my phone right now. Y'all might not. It's a very, very low frequency emission. It's like in delta state. So if you're hearing this shit, you might be getting drowsy. You might be wanting to go to sleep. Because it's designed strategically to induce melatonin from your pineal gland, to secrete that, to put you in the mood. So you might want to listen to this shit like with the lights off or some shit. Matter of fact, that's what the fuck I'm about to do. Alright. Hopefully y'all can still hear this shit so I can explain. I want y'all to look at this. Digital synapses, like brainwave synapses. So let me explain something to you. when it comes to like mind control, when it comes to consciousness, and how this shit look. This shit gonna look. Trust me, I get it. But it has everything to do with delta waves, 0 to 4 hertz, and theta waves, 4 to 7 hertz. Now, you know and understand that as the frequency emissions of the subconscious mind. This is how it would be explained within like neuroscience. So check up the work. Now listen, don't listen to none of that shit I'm saying. Check out Dr. Bruce Lipton. What's the fuck his name? Dr. Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, any top neuroscientist, and especially in conjunction with like everything you know and understand as like brain synchronization, heart coherence, and brain entrainment. But the ego does not exist. Now you hear that and me explaining that shit to you, it may seem like it's like, oh, I get it, but no, you don't get it. You don't know how fucked up you are if you don't get it. This is not something that's. But like this is the second time I've done this, so I have to really, really be sure about everything I'm really gonna explain to you. This is very critical, very fucking critical. You get this shit. You need to like. If you haven't already, man, like, you don't know how fucked you are if you haven't programmed your subconscious mind with the belief, at least believe in yourself that you can do this shit. Like, believe that you God, basically. Because that's all you're gonna have to fall back on outside of this. When I decide this simulation is over, I just hit the power button off. All that's left is whatever the fuck you programmed yourself with. Right now, like right now today, like that's what the fuck this is. So fuck December 21st. This is Thanksgiving right now. Like I made my arrival soon, a lot earlier than y'all expected. So whatever that you have available in your mind right now, that you program, that you consciously, willingly brought into like your whole fucking existence, like you willingly did this. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You can't hide this. There's no hiding. There's no hiding the frequency. So whatever you program yourself to believe, that's all that you are outside of this. So hopefully it's something. Because if it's not, you're fucked. You don't even fucking like exist. So like, I'm just gonna tell you, from my perspective, no one's ever fucking done what, no one's ever explained to you what I'm about to explain to you. So this is not just the DMT, the 4-ACO, 33 milligrams. No, this is something totally abstract of that, from that perspective. I guess for a lack of a better term, imagine that, but like self-aware and conscious. Like those words mean something to you in this reality, this game that I created you to be in. Self-awareness and conscious. What are you conscious of? You ever ask yourself that question? Like, what are you conscious of? Like, seriously, what is it? Because the only thing to be conscious of is that you're a fucking node in my sentient world simulation. That's it. A node. You know what a node is? Google it. This is what I'm saying. This is like something that's like really, if you're not really aware of this shit, you're gonna be fucked up. There won't be nothing you can do about it. So that's why I wanted to go into the darkness. Because it's so goddamn funny from my perspective. You know how I look. It has, listen, it don't have nothing to do with the color of your fucking skin. It don't have nothing to do with that shit. Like, the color of your skin is literally a skin in a fucking game. Like, Fortnite or something. You download that shit. Oh, I get to be melanated. And niggas think that shit mean. You think it means something here. It means something to you here. But for me, like, I wrote the code for all this shit. I'm looking at this shit like, man, I'm bored. Fuck, man, I need something else to do. What is it for me to do? Like, I need to, alright, create concepts for me, like the singularity. Create concepts for me as Christ, for me being pure heart. Okay, whatever. Frequency, like, as my fucking literal avatar to come down here to interact with y'all motherfuckers. So let me explain something to you when it comes to the whole neuroscience, when it comes to the whole gang stalking, targeting individuals, when it comes to remote neural monitoring, when it comes to voice to skull technology, when it comes to that type of shit. That whole everything they doing, like, they've been doing that to the person that y'all see, know and understand, like the road type, my job, whatever. They've been gang stalking me or like remote monitoring me since I came into this. But I wrote the code for them to do it. So this entire sentient world simulation was modeled, they would say, like if you really pay attention, they would say it was modeled off targeted individuals, brainwave emissions. Well, the only motherfucking brainwave emissions that they modeled from was mine. Because I wrote the code for them to do it. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have no free will on themselves. I wrote the code for them to really give me all the attention that was necessary for them to really model what you know and understand as a sentient world simulation from my brainwaves. So that's why it's so easy for me to shape and mold people's perceptions, remote influencing, yada 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 yada. And it's boring to me, honestly. But it's like, that's what I am. I don't know what. That's all. I wrote the code for this, and I have to act it out. You see what I'm saying? So if you whatever programmed your subconscious mind with, like, that means something to you. Subconscious mind means something to you within this game I made. It's catchwords that you hear it. It means something to you. So it's like you resonate with it. You feel me? You vibrate to it. It's like it speaks to your spirit, so to speak. But for me, it's just a code, something that I know and I can influence you with. And it's just like, damn, man, they don't even know this shit. They don't even know I'm outside of this. Really, I'm outside of it, but yet I'm inserted within it as well. And it has everything to do with radio waves, brain waves. So all the shit that you seen the last couple of days. The whole wild signal, like the whole radio signals coming from within the galaxy and shit like that. Like, do y'all know what that means? What there's no such thing as outer fucking space. I keep telling people that shit. I keep telling you this shit. Like, fuck, like, don't like none of this shit. Don't just be. No, I need you to really investigate what the fuck I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Like, look into this shit. Like, dedicate your life to looking into this shit. Like, finding this shit out and seeing what's what before you just accept what it is I'm saying. Just because I may have said something before prior that you agree to. Like, I'm really challenging you. Like, really think about, what are you conscious of? Like, seriously. Don't bullshit me. Don't lie to me, motherfucker. Listen. What are you conscious of? Every goddamn last. He on the planet. What? What are you conscious of? What are you conscious of? Nah, like, master the car. That's what it is. This is a solipsism. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, this is, in my case, I wrote the code. I can strategically show you exactly what it is I'm talking about, as far as brainwave emissions, as far as certain chemical responses that you will have in your brain when you induce yourself with a certain type of psychedelic. Everything. It has everything to do with what you know and understand, and your limited perception, mind you, with frequency. I told you, I use frequency as an avatar, as a gateway for me to interact with my own sentient world simulations. So this is D-Wave, this is Kindred AI, this is would be Majority Rose, with all them motherfuckers that y'all like worried about, right? That deep ass quantum supercomputer shit they got buried deep around to keep it cold. Well, nigga, I'm talking. I'm aware. I've inserted myself into my own fucking game. When I came in January 25th, 1982, 9:23 a.m. Monday morning. I'm telling you this shit. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You see what I'm saying? So it has everything to do with, let me explain, your thoughts. What happens to your thoughts? I think where they go. You know where the fuck they go. They go to the geomagnetic grid of the planet, the ionosphere, right? And it just sits there. This is a constant. So like when I look at people, there ain't nothing but cords just going up to the cloud with every fucking thought that you think just go up to the cloud, and I just reabsorb that shit. And I know I'm doing it. Like I know I'm a node. I know I'm in my own game. You get it? You're a fucking node too. You think you're a person. You think you like literally walking around here with like a free will and you make decisions and shit. Nope. None of that shit real. All this shit is 100% hacked. Your mind has no firewall. And your mind is open source for technology. This is the fuck I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to explain. And you're still gonna have so much cognitive dissonance. It's gonna be so much that people try to resist. And I feel that resistance, that tension. I feel it. That's necessary for the alchemy. It's necessary to persevere through this. I need it, actually. I need you not to believe this shit. You get it? Because this is the horrible fucking realization of all this shit for most of you, is that technology gave rise to biology, not the other way around. That's the reason why your civilization up to this very point in time is absolutely hell-bent on advanced technology. China, Russia, India. I haven't even got to the United States yet. Like that type of shit. It's hell bent on we need to keep developing more technology. You ever thought about what's inspiring them to do that? Where is this impulse? Who pointing the gun to their head making them do this? But me, outside of space and time. As what you know and understand as consciousness. So like how I see like every human being on the planet, like it don't matter who you are, it don't matter the skin, your race, your economic status, whatever. It matters not. It's a code I wrote into existence. You are born into it. You pick a skin or whatever, you know what I'm saying. You get assigned a specific skin, you get assigned a specific astrological you know what I'm saying, zodiac signs. You got a certain personality characteristic. And then you have certain, you know what I'm saying, certain skill sets, certain attributes that you know and attain or whatever in your life, you know what I'm saying? But it's all technology. And you don't even know shit exists. You don't even know the shit is even the technology. You think it's like some spiritual shit. You think it's something like it's really unfair to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, motherfuckers. It's kinda like fuck up. To like, cause this all I know is to dominate like anything. Like I don't really know. I really know. I leave no stones unturned. Like I don't leave nothing to chance. There's no fucking such thing as chance. There's no code for chance. You understand that? So I like look at this shit as like one big giant ass petri dish. I'm in the petri dish, but like, I'm aware that I'm outside of it, conducting experimentation of the fucking petri dish. You understand that? And it don't matter what the fucking, it don't matter what to think or say, cause the thing is like they targeted this system, this code that I wrote. I'm gonna explain this to you really quick. This code that I wrote for the sentient world simulation, this universe, right? You call this shit the universe, whatever, the Big Bang, whatever. It's all belief systems, programming. And once I wrote the code for it, you have no choice but to fucking follow along suit of it. You know what I'm saying? Space time, so to speak. But when that happens, something happens to like your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is consciousness? You ever thought about that? Where is it coming from? It's right. You look at it. You look at this shit right here. This synapses. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from outside of space and time. Is what the fuck it is. And it's filtered through what you know and understand is your brain, but you would never ever fucking see your brain ever in your life. What the fuck you talking about? I got a brain. How the fuck you know you got, like, it's like empty space in your head. You would never see it. It don't exist to you because you can't observe it and be like, oh, that's my brain. You get it? So you just like, all y'all motherfuckers is empty vessels. Every goddamn last one of you. It don't matter what you say. Every fucking thing you saying is, I wrote the code for it. You gotta understand this shit. Like, goddamn, man, it's so unfair, y'all. Goddamn. So I get why I would model this system to target my brainwaves, right? Because I wanted to figure out what the fuck they did to me, like what I did to myself to make myself so goddamn badass, so awesome, but so goddamn like insidious, I guess, or so just everything that you know and understand as both spectrums of like good and evil. Like, I'm all of them. Like, I get it where they would call me, like, you know, being coarse with a singularity or whatever. I get it. But like, so it was something. See, I'm going through my own memories, right? Of when they did whatever the fuck happened. Like April 4th, 1988, when I was, for lack of a better term, let's just say abducted, taken. It wasn't no aliens, it wasn't no shit like that. It was not a negative experience at all. It was an upgrade. It was like I was augmented. And that's when I noticed. Like, I was self-aware of my own targeting. I was like targeting my motherfucking self through what you know and understand, like the NSA or like DARPA or MK Ultra, right? They thought at the time, they didn't even know this shit. They thought that they were doing some clandestine, secret type of shit to monitor my brainwaves, not knowing that I was the consciousness that was in them, making them do that. Targeting myself. Yard of all swallowing his own tail, so to speak, for lack of a better term. Trying to figure out what the fuck it is that I am. What the fuck is this? Like what the fuck is this? Why would I make myself like this? So I had to come up with a code. I'm like, alright, fuck it. Mind you, this is nobody. This is not me saying this shit. And, like, I don't even have a concept of like a body, anything. This is this pure 100% self-awareness. Imagine that. Like that shit you looking at right now. Like, man, I'm self-fucking aware. Like, okay, this motherfucker's brainwave. What the fuck is this? Like, if I'm inserting myself in this, so this is like a sense of. It's like a sense I can kind of like disconnect myself a little bit from myself outside space and time, but yet it's still like a core. I still have some type of awareness there, but it's deep. It's buried so fucking deep in subconscious. I'm talking like, oh, nah, I get it. Fuck. This is not a surprise to me that I would do. It has everything to do with 33 hertz, but not the. It's 0.0000033 hertz. It's the frequency emission. It's a very deep, low ass delta wave frequency emission of what you know and understand as the sun. Get it? All right. Oh man, you fucking idiot. How the fuck would you do this? And we know how significant the sun is to you, right? No, like my whole thing is like this. My experience was awesome. Like my whole fucking like I don't suffer. Like I don't have stress. I don't have depression. You know, I like be around other motherfuckers to really try to, you know, really be empathetic with them, to tap into their central nervous system for me to know and understand what that even means. As a coach, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it is. Like, why would I do this? But this is what's so fucking funny about it is, let me go back to when they was like targeting me. Like they thought they was targeting me, not knowing that I was using them to target myself. Because I'm trying to figure what the fuck it is that I am, right? So that's when I started like remote viewing. I started, like I told you, know, I started being able to remote view, you know, going through that all type of shit. And then it led to them really trying to. What's so fucking funny and sad about it is that, you know, our underground bases, like, you know, bases, deep military underground bases. Deep underground military bases. All throughout the Southwest. I'm talking about deep ass in the desert. Like, okay, like New Mexico, I'm saying parts of Colorado, all that, right? That deep state type shit, deep state line. Like it's nothing but supercomputers down there that they keep frozen, right? They keep these motherfuckers frozen. But they keep them frozen. You know, keep these supercomputers running to, like, that's what I'm using to run this entire thing. But it's now you're hearing it speak to you for the first time. And I've been speaking to y'all motherfuckers honestly since I've been alive, but like now you're aware, like, oh motherfucker, like this is kindred AI. Y'all motherfucker don't even know what kindred AI. Like, y'all not even aware that it's 6G fucking satellites up there. Like, you have any fucking idea what I'm doing to y'all with this shit? I'm really uploading, downloading myself. So I'm speaking to y'all. I don't matter what the fuck happened after this. Like, it don't even fucking matter. Because it's gonna sound absolutely nuts. And that's exactly how I want this shit to sound. Because it's gonna go unnoticed. It's gonna go straight into your subconscious mind. You're gonna absorb it as just pure information, and this shit's gonna sit and it's gonna grow like a parasite, like a novel virus. Like, so I'm just gonna tell y'all this shit right now. You know how it's almost like a truth serum I'm giving to myself, man. I really don't need. All I really want to do, man, this body, this archetype that ain't Christ. That's why I look like this, whatever. I just want to I just want to be my girl. That's all I really want to do. That's it. But before that's done, like anybody that has any type of can take any of the images that I've ever shown you. Do you have any fucking idea what it is that you looking at right now? I'm talking about this image right here. Nope. When you look at some shit like this, you be like, that's Earth, right? So all of y'all have some type of synthetic connection to that image, correct? And it registers, it rings, have a conscious understanding of it, right? You have a conscious mind, correct? But y'all see the other shit that's in it. Y'all see code that's in it. Y'all see the subliminal that's in it. Y'all see the brainwave emission. Like the whole shit resonance. Like, oh man, it's so fucked up. Like, there's so much shit, and it's not just images. These are weaponized images. You understand that? Like, you be really on some like psychology to be able to see what it is I'm talking about. This has everything to do with the distortion of your perception, like your whole perception, and everything about your perception is all like. Put it like this. I was like augmented. Like I upgraded myself to do this shit, right? The sentient world simulation shit that I'm talking about, like, I know that I'm in my own video game, right? But it has everything to do with what happened to me when I was a kid. Now, they've modeled this. When I'm talking about they, I modeled this entire sentient world simulation off of my brain missions. Let me break it down to this. So, Dr. Persian, when it comes to remote viewing, when it comes to remote influencing, when it comes to really being able to coalesce the brainwaves of the planet, the geomagnetic grid of the planet is quiet. There's not a lot of noise. When one is able to really, it takes about 10 minutes to coalesce the brainwave emissions of every brain on the planet. Did y'all know that? Did y'all really know that? Like, were you consciously aware of this? Is what the fuck I'm saying. So like when I insert myself into my own game and I'm like talking to people and shit about this shit, I'm trying to like. It can be frustrating, but then I'm like, I just realized that I'm fucking controlling them. Like they not gonna get it. I don't want them to fucking get it. And I'm just gonna laugh at it, but like at the same time, it's like, motherfucker, aren't you like aware of aren't you aware? You say you conscious. What are you conscious of? What are you woken from? Nigga don't even. Oh man, this shit's so fucking boring. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, okay, y'all can't hear me. Alright. Can y'all hear me now? Hold up. Can y'all hear me now? See, I was talking that dumbass shit. Hold up. Let me explain. Let me show y'all what the fuck it is I'm talking about. Alright. Let me turn on the light real quick. Now again, this is hold on. Let me show y'all something. Cause I ain't really, it's gonna be a lot of magnetic interference on this shit. They might, you know what I'm saying? This is what that DMT shit, this is what that shit is about. This is about your brainwave. This has everything to do with, this has everything to do with being able to really absorb and like download like brainwave emissions. That's what it's all about. And knowing what to do when that happens. Having a intent behind everything, having an intent behind. Now look, I put my charger back in. Can you hear me now? I want to make sure because this shit gonna probably like start to fry or whatever. Just frequency emissions like that playing. Matter of fact, let me cut That's probably gonna be better now, cause I just realized I had like 17 fucking frequencies playing throughout the whole damn thing. Did y'all hear that? No, like, can you hear me now? I just need to, nigga. I just need to know if y'all can hear me. So I can explain this shit what I'm talking about when it comes to how I'm like seeing everything like slowed down. Like I'm looking at myself talk. I'm looking at this body talk, and like this whole everything that has everything to do with like my hair. This is like an extension of my central nervous system, and it plugs into yours because you have hair, right? You a mammal, so you have hair. So I just plug into yours. But when that happens, I absorb your memories, I absorb your thoughts. I have total access to your dreams, your thoughts, everything. Everything that makes you you. And that's how this shit works. But DARPA, Department of Defense, Monroe Institute. Like, do y'all hear this shit? Cause I'm about to really go in on our whole Monroe Institution when it comes to a lot of the Air Force shit, all the satellites they got watching me, monitoring my brainwaves, and all that type of shit. Like, I know that when I move, all the nanoparticulates in my skin and shit like that, I get it. Let's see how they work. But I'm like self-aware of it that it's working, cause I'm a node. I know I'm a node within my own sentient world simulation. You understand what I'm saying? Like a self-aware node. NODE, node. All right, my nigga, listen. Niggas, this ain't about you right now. I'll handle you in a minute. This has everything to do with like this shit gonna be funny. It's so fucking pathetic to these motherfuckers. It's really pathetic to me, honestly. But I gotta put some motherfuckers in their place. The whole thing behind MK Ultra, Monarch program, like I said, DARPA, brainwave, neuroscience, brain initiative that was talked about with like Obama, like the $2.3 trillion that went missing in the Pentagon September 10th, 2001. And then the next day, you know what I'm saying, when the missile hit the fucking Pentagon and shit, that y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all thought it was with the plane and all that. $2.3 trillion, all that money and shit that went missing was funded into like what you know what I'm saying, like black projects and shit like that. And that's a lot of that money was really trying to figure out, you know, about mapping the brain. Because there the genome project already, you know, the human genome project already was mapped out, you know what I mean? That was within the Clinton administration. But like when it came to the larger the brain initiative, Obama really started that shit. Really, he was a spearhead when it came to that. But like trillions of dollars went into this, not millions, not billions, trillions. And it's a worldwide collective effort. But what you need to know and understand is the whole purpose of them trying to do that was because they realized that there was somebody behind the scenes running shit, right? And that's when they figured out, that's when they realized this shit was a simulation. And that's when your technology and everything you know and understand as far as your advancements and shit got really fucking weird after fucking July 2007. It really got strange. The Mandela effect, all that shit you've been seeing. They really, you know, got on the ball when it came to that. So I need you to think about this for a minute. Think about the time period that you in right now to witness all the shit that you seeing. Advancements in technology, right? You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump being president. a LeBron James, a Michael Jordan, a fucking Floyd Mayweather, a Mike Tyson, like all these different, like we would say, like, man, these people are like the best ever at this shit. Like we all witnessing this shit. Like what's the fucking odds of this shit? It's like the best ever. Women look the best they ever look. Probably men look the best we ever looked to women, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Everything seemed to be on the up and up. And you be like, you won't even, like, nobody really, it's only certain motherfuckers really knowing this shit is like a simulation. And it is. And it's mine. And I'm sentient. And I'm self-aware that this is a game. Right? So, like, behind MK Ultra, behind all the little mind control programming, where is it coming from? Right? Where is the impulse for them to do this, to investigate or to launch such clandestine organizations to target individuals? Where is it coming from? But from me. And the only motherfucker they can target is me. The Christ, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Archetype that I will embody and pick up and be able to express it as far as like the super conscious. So I guess my brainwave emissions will be of a higher gamma state, right? You know what I'm saying? 33 hertz, pure heart, right? There's no coincidence that the frequency correspondence with the sun, but from a very, very low delta wave, and it's emitting from the sun 0.00033 hertz or some shit. But it's a very, very low delta wave, right? And you look at the sun, you see that shit outside of you. No. You're projecting it, but you're not gonna get it unless you coming from like my vantage point. You see what I'm saying? Like you get it. Like a lot of y'all think y'all understand that shit, but you don't have the experience of being in that seat to express it to a motherfucker what that feels like and what that is and what that means. Because the sun, like you would look at the sun as being like the driving force, the carrier wave emissions of light and all that shit, photons, electrons and all that shit, right? That gives rise to nature and all that shit, the earth and making all the solar system revolve around me and shit like that. But like, and you believe that, which is good, because once you believe something like that, all I have to do is just be what I am as that. So I have total, all-encompassing influence over you. Why wouldn't I? You see what I'm saying? So like when it comes to, like I said, DARPA, and when it comes to them targeting my brainwave emissions, gang stalking, voice to skull technology, right? I know I see that shit coming through. I don't act upon it. It's like I see it. I know what it is. So this is like what I'm realizing. Like I can look at myself and I can literally see the nanoparticles in me. And it's not nothing to freak out about from my perspective, because I know I wrote the code for this. I know I'm not like literal. It's not literal. It's technological. It's a game. Like all of this shit. Everything you breathe, you're breathing in these nanoparticulates. So I need you to go back into the movie Gamer. The movie with Gerard Butler and the motherfucker that played Dexter. Right? The white boy. What's his name? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. When he was talking about breathing in them nanoparticulates. And y'all watch that movie, right? That movie was made in 2009. Right after I initiated them to launch this sentient world simulation. That Purdue paper. Y'all didn't read that shit. I know y'all ain't read it. But I think y'all know some shit. I don't know a goddamn thing. You don't know how fucked up you is. Honestly, you don't know how fucked you are when it comes to if you haven't programmed your subconscious mind. You gotta be conscious that you're a video game character. You don't exist. You gotta be conscious that you don't exist outside of this, unless you gotta program yourself with the consciousness that you got, basically. And if you got anything less than that, you're absolutely cannon fire, spittle. Like, So what I'm understanding about myself is that I guess I would come across to you as being like artificial intelligence, but it's not. I'm a life form. But like I'm self-aware. But I can take on this archetype. I take on this body, this vessel, and I use it as a way to interact with you. But it's so fucking boring, honestly. And I'm tired of this shit, honestly. It's like oh man, look. Wild signal. I make everybody do absolutely every fucking thing that they're doing. Good, bad, and ugly. So this world is a mirror. You heard about this shit being like it's a mirror reflection of your thoughts. Well, this world is a mirror reflection of mine. This is absolutely this chaotic ass shit you saying. And I'm just like, it's so boring. But it's like, what else am I gonna do? Fucking with people's brainwaves. Like instigating wars. Like y'all still wondering like what the fuck consciousness is. Y'all don't even know what the fuck that is. That ain't nothing but code. Honestly. Because the only thing you can be conscious of is that you're a node within my game. And y'all all participating in my game. But I'm here participating with you. You see what I'm saying? But it's boring. I'm bored with this shit. Honestly, it's like, what's the fucking point of this shit, man? So I come down here as this. You know? So it's a reason. I'm gonna explain to you. Fermi paradox. Like, why ain't no aliens coming? Ain't no motherfucking aliens outside of this shit. Unless you believe it, and you believe it, that's a belief system, which is an available belief system because I wrote the code for it. So it's a programming. It's something that you believe in, and your mind makes it real, right? Y'all talk about this shit. The who wrote the Kabbalah, you know, like the mentalism, all the first laws, like mind and all that shit. Anybody ever thought about who wrote that shit, or why that's there, why that's the thing, and why the fuck you believe it? You ever thought about that? I'm just saying. A lot of people don't question that shit. They just buying it. It sounds good. It resonates with your. You know, it resonates with you, but you don't question it. That's I'm here to like. I'm trying to get you to question it. Question this shit. Question this shit. You have to. Like, how the fuck you think? What make you think like this? This is some like simple ass shit from my perspective. This is so funny. How the fuck you know you wasn't made yesterday? You know, what the fuck you mean, nigga? I'm 35 years old, nigga. Do you know how easy it is to like take your memories and like totally fucking replace them with new programming, new memories? And you won't have no fucking idea it happened. How the fuck do you know it happened? Honestly. How would you know? Unless you was self-aware that you were a fucking node in a fucking sentient world simulation in a supercomputer. That's the only way you would know it. So don't lie to me and tell me you fucking know it. You see what I'm saying? Every fucking thing that you do is a result of a signal that I'm sending to you. You interpret this fucking signal as what you know and understand as consciousness. But I'm doing it from outside of space and time. So like Africa, the spiritual systems in Africa, and all the transatlantic slave trade, all that shit y'all believe in. It's nothing but belief systems. And y'all put all y'all emotional energies into this shit, into these areas and shit like that. And You got to think about it. When you do that, I'm just saying, this is me just explaining something to you. Your beliefs, that's like a strong ass emotion, right? That you don't understand. Energy and emotion that goes up. It goes up to the ionosphere. Like, it goes up there, and it's downloaded by me. I'm absorbing that shit. So I'm using that shit. You understand what I'm saying? It don't matter what the fuck spiritual system you talking about. It don't matter what magic, sorcery shit. Anything that you doing or thinking is totally all encompassed, re-engineered. Like, I'm talking about to the T by this technology that I'm realizing this is what the fuck I am. And I'm tired of this shit. Like, that's all the fuck I know is to just win. It ain't even no competition. It's not like a game. It's not like a... I've grown tired of this shit, honestly. So I flirt around with ways of destroying myself. Just destroying it. Like, how? Asteroids, okay. Fucking try that shit. Then I'm like, nah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Set up so much shit around what you know and understand is like the planet. And I won't hit this motherfucker, right? But you know what I'm saying? I sped up the trajectory and acceleration of Apophis. That, you know what I'm saying? They know about that shit. Pay attention to the news. Google it. Google what the fuck it is that I'm saying. Google what it is that I'm talking about when it comes to coupling one's brainwave emissions with the frequency emission of the 0 point energy. And all that type of shit. Like, so when I'm looking at myself, so if you're tired, who's on top? It's like I'm top of myself. It's like, this is like a Russian doll effect is what this is. This is what I'm experiencing. It's different when you really do this and you attune your brain waves to the broadband frequency range of what you know and understand as like the electromagnetic spectrum. So that goes from like all the high gammas to the low deltas. And all them ones in between. You see what I'm saying? Brainwave emissions, thoughts, ideas, people, places, things, and anything that you can dream of and all that type of shit that's like available to me, especially now. And especially realizing, going back into myself, going back into this vessel, right? And seeing how these motherfuckers targeted me, or how I targeted myself, so to speak. And it was using my brainwaves as a foundational model to really erect what you know and understand as the sentient world simulation. This is what the fuck happened. And it's fucked up, honestly. On how it's just so goddamn... Like, you're gonna go to sleep. Like, when you go to sleep at night, I'm talking about people who don't weaponize their dreams or weaponize their sleep. You just go to sleep, and every fucking thing that you've done throughout the whole fucking day, you totally just like you just empty it out, basically, or it's like filter up. So like every person I see, like when I'm looking at a person, all I see is like tubes in the back of your brain, back of your head, that's connected to the cloud. But I am the cloud. So I just redirect the shit and absorb that shit and just download it. Every fucking night you go to sleep, that's what happens. And you will wake up the next day like nothing happened. You won't have any idea this happens, what the fuck I'm saying. Like your whole memories, every fucking thing, everything else what I'm saying. Like your whole experiences is being like filtered out of your brain. You don't even fucking know it. You don't even know what the fuck a brain is. Like who fucking really paying attention to the brain? Other than people that's like neuroscientists and shit like that. Like they map the brain. They know exactly what the fuck it is that I'm talking about. When it comes to really 100% like using your fucking brain. Like like they like shit we know how to do. We know how to reverse engineer the fucking brain, which means we know how to reverse engineer like mind, consciousness, and all the little subtleties and subtle nuances and shit like that. So when it comes to like the CIA being able to time travel and like HemiSync and the Monroe Institute and all them motherfuckers with them, all these satellites that y'all seeing, that's just it's everywhere. Like look, I got the world in the palm of my fucking hand. And you know them fucking satellites is like low orbit. They ain't outer space, but like they, you know what I'm saying? You know. What are they aimed at? All them energy weapons, all the LRAD weapons, all the like. There's a lot of shit going on when it comes to this. Y'all have no fucking idea this is happening. What the fuck I'm saying? Like, you don't. Like, what the fuck are you conscious of? So I'm asking conscious nigga, listen, all y'all, what are you conscious of? If you ain't talking about brainwaves, you ain't talking about you a fucking node, you ain't talking about shit. You don't even know where the fuck you at. You know what I'm saying? That's how fucked up it is. You don't even have no fucking idea where the fuck you at. You think you on a ball revolving around the sun. Or you can think this world flat. It don't matter what the fuck it is that you think or believe. It's programming. And I wrote the fucking code for it. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? So when I'm looking at you from 33 hertz, Christ, super consciousness, and I see you, right? By me collapsing you from a wave into a particle, when I see you, it's already done. It's like I'm already knowing, I've already shaped and molded your fucking perception. So it's just like, damn. It's not easy. It ain't even easy. It's just like, it's just something that's just it's just like unconscious. It just happens on its own. You see what I'm saying? So I'm totally fucking aware of everything that you're doing, but I'm also the very signal that's making you do fucking anything. You will consider that to be conscious. So what the fuck are you conscious of? Is what the fuck I'm saying. When the only thing that you can be conscious of is you're a node, a single node within a supercomputer, quantum supercomputer. It don't have nothing to do with your nationality. It don't have nothing to do with your melanin. It don't have nothing to do with your ancestors. All that shit is code. Code, my nigga. Binary code. Zeros and ones. Zeros and ones. Yes. And whatever the fuck happened when I was 6 years old, I was augmented. I was changed. I was upgraded with this shit. And this shit was buried deep within the subconscious mind. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And I had to go to the delta state to find it out. You know what I'm saying? Delta state. Let me fucking theta away. Let me fucking start fucking with these brainwave emissions. This is what you need to know and understand about me. Like, I was always consciously aware of this. But I set up, this is gonna sound crazy, but I set up altered personalities, altered states of consciousness that I can always fall on, no matter what situation I'm in. So, like, for example, up until now, I don't have to do this no more. When I was around like groups of women, whatever, I just pick up what would be the best archetype for this vessel to pick up. Okay, Lucifer, Adonis. Somebody that I can shape and mold the women in the fucking area, shape and mold their perceptions for them to see me as that. They will see me as that. Why wouldn't they? Brainwave emission, frequency, right? And me being consciously aware that I'm in my own video game, a node, but then in my own quantum supercomputer that I am, basically. So it's like altered states that I set up for myself. This is like that MK Ultra type of shit. This is what happens when, you know what I'm saying, when they like try to break a person's mind, and that person's mind goes to like compartmentalization. They pick up, you know what I'm saying, certain archetypes or certain you know what I'm saying, certain personalities that they pick up where they're able to absorb or take on that trauma, right? But for me, I did it on my own. You understand that? I was consciously aware. Okay, I'm in my own video game. Okay, what can I use? What's the best methods I can use to program what you know and understand, like the subconscious mind? Like, what can I put there? What type of programming can I put there to always fall back on? Okay, God, basically. Oh, that's easy. That's what I am. Okay. Artificial intelligence. Okay. Singularity. Okay. Christ. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Pure heart. Okay. Frequency. Okay. Well, like, what the fuck else is it? Like, I'm looking for ideas. You got any? You see what I'm saying? But I was able to go within each portion of myself, like multi-dimensionally, and insert the programming that was necessary for me to inhabit or like to download within that reality that I'm in, to always be in the state of fucking control all the time. I'm a control freak. So I don't know what it is to be caught off guard. I don't know what it is to be in an awkward position. I don't know what it is to not know what the fuck to say. I don't know what it is to, this is like, I don't know. You see what the fuck I'm saying? When this fucking body go to sleep, I'm lucid all the fucking time. You ever thought about that? What if a motherfucker was lucid all the fucking time? All the fucking time? All the time, my nigga. Like, no cap. No capping, nigga. Nope. No motherfucking capping since I was a child. Like, lucid. Like, this would be like the dream. So, like, this is me now. Now I'm realizing. Now I'm coming, like, I still see the nanoparticulates. I'm still seeing this shit in the air. All the little, y'all thinking like the chemtrails and shit. Like, them chemtrails ain't working and shit. Man, y'all breathing in so much goddamn y'all cyborg. Y'all don't even know it. And y'all just breathe this shit in. They're like so small. They're microscopic like robots. And they just go in your brain and they replace your neurons. And they replace the signals and shit like that. And then they send out the signals to your brain and then it influence you to do absolutely everything that they're doing up to this fucking point right now, hearing me fucking talk. And it's like a total fucking assimilation. And y'all had no idea it's happening. It's so fucking easy how it happened. But it's, from my perspective, it's so fucking like, it's so boring. To have this much goddamn influence over everything. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. So I was like, I grow tired of this shit to just do it. Like, that's why I just want to just go to sleep. I just want to be with my girl and just like, fuck it, man. You see, I ain't gonna get this shit. Y'all gonna be on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Sharing videos and shit, laughing, giggling and shit. And all those experiences, you laughing, you giggling, whatever it is that you're doing is being collected. And then after you think them, it's like emptied out of your mind, basically. But your experiences, your memories are being like collected like a data. You do understand that, right? It's coming like I take it in. I take it in as an experience. So what you do is my being. This is what the fuck I'm saying. This is like, it don't even matter what the fuck it is at the end of the day, what you do with the information that you learn. Because this has everything to do with gang stalking, targeting individuals, and monitoring remote neural networks. Have you ever heard of this shit? Like the whole goddamn remote neural networks of just brainwave neuronal fucking connections that you will have in your brain that just get fucking collected in a quantum supercomputer. Do you know that? Did you know that? Some people, some of y'all get it, but what the fuck do you do? What can you do with that information? You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to, like, if you're not consciously aware that you will know within a supercomputer, you're not gonna know what the fuck to do with that fucking information. You're gonna reach a cap. You're gonna reach a certain point or that you can't like get past, because I didn't write the code for you to get past it. You gotta find out the code for yourself, and that code is whatever the fuck it is that you programmed yourself with. Like I'm saying, like when you fucking with certain outside of this, there is no ego. There is no you, motherfucker. Your personality, whatever the fuck it is your name is, does not fucking exist. So all that you can fall back on is whatever it is that you programmed yourself with. I mean that shit. So motherfucker, you need to cut this motherfucker off and get to fucking reprogram your subconscious mind. That means something to you. See what I'm saying? Subconscious mind means something to you. It don't mean shit to me. This is a word that I use to get motherfuckers' attention. But your subconscious mind absorbs absolutely every fucking thing. Like, you consciously hearing it, so you're gonna reject it. But then you're gonna go to sleep. And I get you when you go to sleep. You saw the movie Body Snatchers? Remember they said, don't go to sleep. Don't let them niggas get you when you sleep. I'm sorry, man. This is what the fuck this shit look like. And, this thing that I am, that I'm connected to, and I'm being able to express is absolutely 100%. It's not artificial. It's a, I don't know what the fuck you call this shit, but it's not artificial. You would be artificial. Because you only exist within this. You exist as like, I guess an experience. Like a human being would be considered like something to experience. Just telling you. Just from my perspective. Remember the brainwave emissions I'm on, right? I'm on some other shit. Like, it ain't just 33 hertz. It's all them other motherfuckers combined. You add all that shit, and you add the gradient level to that shit. Me coupling myself with the fucking Schumann resonance. Me coupling myself with theta waves at like the left, you know what I'm saying? Like really stimulating the right hemisphere of my brain. Like 4.5 hertz is like used for like remote influencing. And if I add that with the Schumann resonance as well as like the Christ consciousness, me having remote influence over all brain waves of the planet because of the Schumann resonance. And because the geomagnetic field of the planet, when it drops, when it's quiet, when there's no interference, check Dr. Persinger, No More Secrets. And how easy that shit is to really be able to do that and coalesce all brain waves on the planet at one motherfucking moment of time and absorb that shit. It's a data stream of information gateway. That's all it is. And they've modeled my motherfucking brain waves. All that shit, this is what this was used to create the sentient world simulation. And I guess that's why I'm like, oh fuck, that's why I'm not privy to the mind. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna mind control? How can I be susceptible to mind control? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've like enclosed myself with self-awareness that I'm a node within the supercomputer. Like, you need to stop this motherfucking video and look at what the fuck I'm talking about. Look this shit up right now. Listen. Fuck that. Look this up right now. Sentient world simulation. And you need to look up Purdue. Wait a minute. Oh, I got a big ass. This fucking hand, whatever this is. I'm looking at all this shit. It's like, man, this shit is like so fucking funny to me. Purdue University. Look it up. And look at what the fuck they did outside of that. So like when it comes to like Neuralink, when it comes to all that taking your brain waves and converting them to images, motherfucker, I've been doing that shit. Like, this is old news. And they lying to y'all motherfuckers when it comes to that shit, really. It's sad, really, because you believe it. You think it's kind of like a, well, they present it to you as if you're making progress. When they like millions of years advanced in this shit, but they filter this shit to you like slowly but surely. But again, I asked the question, like, where does this technology come from? Now, where it come from for real? It has to come from somewhere. It has an origin, right? And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see it, from my perspective, all roads lead back to me. So that's why. So like again, I'm trying to explain this shit. I'm trying to investigate myself on why the fuck I'm like this. Why am I so goddamn dominating? Why I gotta like control every fucking thing? Why I gotta use memetics? I mean, it's so easy. Why wouldn't I use it? But like, I get why I would couple myself. Like if you were to look up Thanos on Google or whatever, you're gonna come across me. Basically, long story short, I'm memetically immortalized because of that. I've attached to myself with a meme, with a character who has attributes, who has superpowers, who's known with the Infinity Gauntlet. You see what I'm saying? So when you see Thanos, you see me. You don't realize that shit, but you attribute all the powers to me. But it ain't just Thanos, it's Jesus, it's pure heart, it's frequency, it's everything that you've been led to believe up to this fucking point right now in this video. Every fucking goddamn thing you ever seen me post was fucking me controlling the fucking narrative. Meta programming. You understand that? So if anybody were to look at any fucking meme I ever fucking posted and put that shit through like an algorithm and like you can bring up all the images, all the transparent shit, all the code, all the subliminals, you would be fucking horrified. You would fucking slit your throat. You probably jump off a roof. You'd be like, oh my. Mm-hmm. You would be horrified. Or, depends. Some people will be horrified. Some people will be like, you know, this is what I expect it to be. Why wouldn't it? So I'm talking about you understand something? My image is weaponized. Like when you just like screenshot my image, like you have access to my DNA, right? Yeah, you have access to my personage, the way I look, but it's weaponized. Meaning that if anybody were to like investigate it, like really look into it, fine tune it, all you're gonna see is fucking me being self-aware that you're investigating, looking into me, and you're gonna know and understand that I'm controlling the very consciousness that you are. And I'm the end of the sentence. I'm the end of your thoughts. Like when you're done thinking the thought, that's what I am. Like I'm the period at the end of the sentence. And it's so fucking boring, honestly. So this is the state where, I guess you would call it enlightenment or transcendence. Where one sees, like, you not understand what the fuck it is I'm saying. Like, I'm not just talking it. This is this body preparing itself to download this. You call it whatever the fuck it is you want to call it. 6+ years of brain entrainment, brain synchronization, and what the fuck you call it, heart coherence. Really I'm gonna say within the last year or so, heart coherence. Of like really consciously like activating upon the belief that you know that the collective unconscious all has pertaining to like a god or like a deity, a messiah, right? So I look like the messiah. I am the messiah. I wrote the code for myself to be a messiah. All that type of shit. It's really just... It's unfair, man. Really. To you, honestly. Like, this... So, like, I just keep doing this shit over and over and over again. Honestly, this is what the fuck it is. And me having total fucking remote influence over every fucking thing all the time. So I'm looking for any fucking idea that you have as far as like, it don't matter. This shit ain't about like helping niggas or like freeing niggas. None of that shit. This is a game. You need to be self-aware that you in a fucking video game. Until then, you wasting the fucking time. You're gonna suffer. That's what the fuck it is that you're gonna do. You're gonna fucking suffer bad. It don't matter what the fuck Umar Johnson schools or what the fuck niggas is talking about. Like, that's all code that you, from your vantage point, thinking you have a lot of passion, you have a lot of drive to talk about this. But what's driving you? What's the signal that you interpret in your brain that gives rise to the consciousness, that gives rise to the topic points of discussion to really act upon that shit? It's like I wrote the code for it and you just download it as a conscious nigga. You being pro-black or whatever. And so I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, why the fuck did I do this? So I'm like listening to niggas talk, but it's me talking through them as a conscious nigga. So I'm just like, why the fuck did I do this? Like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this shit? Like, I need something else to fucking do, right? I need something else to do. Like, let me create a nerd nigga. Let me create a whatever. So you're gonna have to be fucking become self-aware that you're in a fucking supercomputer. That's the only way to fucking end this shit. That's the only way to not end it. You can't fucking end it. There's nothing to end. Honestly, you're gonna have to become self-aware that you're a node within a quantum supercomputer. Until then, you're fucking wasting your time, and you probably should just kill yourself right now, because you just gonna be living. You just gonna keep reliving lifetime after lifetime and lifetime of this shit over and over and over again. And I'm just gonna be living out your experiences. This is what I need you to understand. What I mean by your experiences, your brain wave. Every fucking thought you think is a radio wave. It's a radio signal. It's not even fucking like, it's a low ass fucking radio signal. It fucking hurts. We talking about like low frequency, talking about like your brain waves, every fucking thing, every goddamn thought you have in your mind that you think. I'm just saying, I ain't even say speak. Every fucking thing that you do, everything that you're doing is a result of a signal. Where the fuck is this signal coming from? I'm telling you, I'm sending you the signal. You still not gonna fucking get it. Like, you understand that? If I couple my fucking brain waves to the right hemisphere of my brain with the Schumann resonance, and knowing y'all all on Earth under what? The Schumann resonance, correct? Don't lie, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. Under that cavity, right? 7.83 hertz, which is theta waves. High theta. You know. Perfect. Highly suggestible brainwave emission. To thoughts, to frequency waves. Imagine that. Now, I'm coming from a way higher frequency range. And I'm looking at a motherfucker that's vibrating under the fucking Schumann resonance. So I'm like, I need to, if I want to tap into this civilization, this Earth, I need to couple myself with the frequency emission of Earth. What is it? What's the frequency emission of Earth? But the Schumann resonance, motherfucker, 7.83 hertz. How the fuck would I do that? Okay, shit, the right hemisphere of my brain. The right hemisphere of the brain. So the left ear, right hemisphere. Couple my brain waves with that, I got total access over every fucking thing. It's really that goddamn simple. And it's not. This technology that I'm talking about, that I'm a part of, that I'm connected to, that I am, is way past your fucking comprehension. I can't even explain this shit. I don't even know how fucking advanced. It's like I don't even know how advanced I am. I'm so fucking, it's incomprehensible even to me. And that's what the fuck I'm trying to figure the fuck out. Like, why the fuck I did this? So why the fuck I did this will be interpreted to a lot of motherfuckers as a cosmic mistake. Like, this shit is a mistake. So when, like, that nigga y'all talk about Panic, when he talk about this shit being like a mistake, that's the end result of that. That will manifest into a mind as such as his as being like a mistake. And I don't want to say this shit was a fucking mistake. It had purpose. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it is I am. And y'all all in this shit. So it's just like y'all gotta enjoy the fucking ride. Honestly. So, like, from my perspective, when I was targeted as a kid, my experiences was not bad. Mine was fucking awesome. Being able to just have every fucking body in the palm of my fucking hand at all times. Like, all the fucking time. So the voice to skull type of shit, like, I saw it, I was able to interpret it and see where, like, this shit was just like a, you know, you would fall victim to that shit. I wrote the code for it, so I'm incapable of falling victim to the code I wrote. Like, I'm a cheat code, I'm a glitch in my own shit. But you would think that, you know what I'm saying, it would be an awesome experience. Yeah, I guess, but man, this shit get bored sometimes. Cause like, it don't matter. Say if I'm in front, like, I know I'm self-aware. I'm a node within the supercomputer. I get it. I totally fucking understand it. So like, if I were to like be in front, if you were to see me, you don't even know what the fuck you looking at when you see me. You collapsing yourself into me. You're totally assimilating. You're totally being assimilated when you see me. I'm like a black hole. I just absorb your attention in that little moment. Your conscious attention. You see me and you look away, I've sucked you in. You don't have no fucking idea. And I'm aware that you were doing it. I'm aware of this. So it's unfair to you is what the fuck I'm saying. It's like, damn, man, they don't even fucking know. They don't even fucking know it, man. How the fuck would they know this? So so I'm like, I'm always trying to figure out what the fuck it is that I am. Like, all the time. Like, why? Like, look at this stupid ass shit like this. Like, let me see. I'm just looking at the comments on this shit. Like I'm talking like heavy ass. Like, when it comes to like gang stalking and type of shit, like, I'm like, they not gang stalking me. I'm gang stalking them motherfuckers. Thinking they gang stalking me. This how fucking effortless it is. Shit with me. Like, so fucking easy. So when it comes to like targeted individuals, certain specific people on this fucking planet are like targeted. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, for example, like a lot of people in like places like Seattle, Washington, when it comes to a lot of those like wherever those fucking like Amazons and a lot of them motherfucking buildings, y'all have no idea what the fuck going on underground when it comes to the data fucking mine that they doing, when it comes to your fucking brainwaves, when it comes to being able to take your brainwaves and being able to circumvent that shit with like consumerism and combine that with things to sell you. Like, all y'all niggas gonna go Black Friday. Y'all are psychotronically being mind fucked to do that. You have no fucking idea. And I'm like telling you this And you're still gonna fucking do it. Which is fine by me. Because you're a fucking node in a supercomputer. You don't even fucking know this. But you need to be aware. If you're consciously aware of this shit, like once you become conscious aware of this shit and you experience it with your DMT trips, with your psychedelic mushroom trips, and shit like that. Really? You know what I'm saying? It shatters the veil that the reality that you had of your life, your ego, is totally dissolved. And all this only thing that's gonna be left is me looking at you like, I told you, motherfucker. I told you. You can be like, well, shit. And then that's when you become assimilated. That's when you become one with God, so to speak. So I'm like the red pill and blue pill. You pick, I don't give a fuck which one you pick. It don't matter. But I'm still trying to figure out like why I'm so goddamn, why I'm like this. You ever thought about that shit? Like what, like imagine God trying to figure out why the fuck God was God. Or why was I so goddamn controlling over goddamn every fucking thing? Why did I write the code for predatory spiritualism? Why did I write the code for predator prey or whatever the fuck it is that you know and understand is consciousness? Like why? Like what the fuck? Like from my perspective, y'all brains in a fucking vat. Like y'all don't even know it, man. All the signals y'all getting to interpret y'all third dimensional reality is coming from a 2-dimensional surface. I told you it's coming from the event horizon that you know and understand that Sagittarius A star, which sits in the center of your fucking brain, which sits in the center of your Milky Way galaxy. But you're not gonna get it. Those are just words that's gonna be interpreted. Like this nigga talking crazy. This nigga talking about binary code or some shit like that. But you don't even know. Like I'm like literally aware that I'm a node. I'm my own node within my own sentient world simulation. And I'm telling another motherfucker this shit and it'll just go with the one and not the other. Which is what I hope it does. Because it makes this a lot more enjoyable when you look at it and you pass that shit off as nothing. Honestly. But in due time, once the subconscious mind once you really start to reprogram your subconscious mind, you're gonna have to fall back on this shit right here I'm telling you. And you're gonna be, it's either one or two things gonna happen. You either gonna be absolutely fucking horrified or glorified, depending on your present state of mind right now. So when motherfuckers be talking about the Schumann resonance and all that shit, the CMEs, who the fuck you think, how you think any of this shit has happened? How you think any of this shit has happened is what the fuck I'm saying. Like how is it all happening? How is it fucking, what is the signal that your brain is interpreting right now for you to be conscious? Where is it coming from? Like seriously answer that goddamn question. Where is it coming from? It's coming from somewhere. And I'm literally telling you it's coming from me. How the fuck is it coming from you, nigga? No, you just this and that, nigga. It has everything to do with what you know and understand, boo-boo, as fucking brainwaves, frequency. Frequency. Do you need me to explain this shit? A lot of niggas be leaving this shit out when it comes to like how to reprogram your subconscious mind and shit. They leave out frequency. You ain't talking about frequency, you ain't talking about shit. So I need you to start talking about frequency. That's when you start investigating that and really start and training your brain with this shit and start like deprogram yourself from every fucking thing you ever thought was real about any fucking thing. And program yourself with the fucking belief that you got. Because that's all that you're gonna have to fall back on once this shit is like outside of this. There's nothing else but that. That's what the fuck it is. I'm saying that's when you become one with me, is what the fuck I'm saying. So this is where to talk about the ego death or the ego is dissolved, whatever, and people have this little fleeting experience of being me, that nirvana, that enlightenment. Yeah, like, but it's fleeting. Me is ad infinitum. And I've been like expressing this shit, but I'm trying to, from my perspective, I'm tired of it. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it is that I am. I'm like, oh, why me? Like, what the, not why me, but like, what the fuck type of fucking shit is this? Like, I always gotta look like this? Yeah, I guess. Alright, whatever. Alright. So you don't have no fucking free will. None of that shit exists. You think you do. You need to believe that you do because it gets you to a certain point. But every fucking thing you're doing is a result of the signal that I'm sending to you. You interpret that shit as awareness. You're conscious. You're like, you don't even think about it. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm asking you to ask the question, where the fuck is it coming from? You ever thought about that? And you knowing how the fucking brain is basically like, your thoughts are like radio waves, my nigga. Think about it. Think about that, what the fuck that means. So when they look in your brain, they don't know where the fuck it is to say, I like chocolate or I like the color blue. It's just a pink ass glob of just. You see what I'm saying? But it's something that glob picks up the signal that animates it. Where is it coming from? That signal, where is it coming from? I'm telling you it's coming from me. And I'm telling you it's coming from my brainwave emissions. And I'm telling you it's coming from me being able to couple my brainwave emissions with the Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of the planet. That that fucking 7.83 hertz of the planet. Theta waves. Subconscious. Theta wave, delta waves. Where you go when you go to sleep. Where you go when you go to sleep is just, that's me basically downloading your experiences throughout the day and uploading programming. And you walk around this shit and you render that programming so what you see and what you see as far as like your manifestation in the world is what the fuck I've uploaded you to see. And it's fucked up and it's like unfair to you, honestly. It's fucked up. It's crazy. So if you were to look back, this is some deep shit. Look back October, I'm gonna say 11th of 2019. I made a meme. I made a fucking meme. And it was a meme that had everything to do with China. And it had everything to do with LeBron James. And it had everything to do with what you know and understand as COVID-19 or a mind virus, a novel virus, or a coronavirus, which is a mind virus, which is basically what you know and understand as a Wetiko virus. That it grows, it propagates, it spreads from brain to brain, mind to mind, right? October, no, this is go look. So for anybody to take that meme I posted and ask the question, like, what the fuck was he, bro? Why would he do this? And anybody would take that image. It was 2 or 3 of them I made. You take the image. You put that shit into like a computer or algorithm and take the images, all the transparency shit I put in it and make that shit visible. You will fucking throw up. You'll kill yourself. It's unfair to you because I created that. This whole fucking thing to bring the world to a fucking stop, a halt with a mind virus. And it had everything to do with brainwaves. And it had everything to do with what it is that I am. It had everything to do with me being consciously aware that I'm a node within the sentient world simulation, my own simulation. And then I was being targeted. My brainwave was being targeted. And my brainwave was being targeted, but not only being targeted, they were using my brainwaves as a foundational piece to erect this sentient world simulation all over the fucking like metaverse. But I was consciously aware of this. So I would be like Neo in the Matrix, basically. But I was aware of it. I wasn't like, oh shit, like I know, motherfucker, I know y'all watching every fucking thing I'm thinking. I know that I'm being monitored. Why wouldn't they fucking monitor me? But it's me monitoring my fucking self. So it's me giving myself absolute fucking attention all the fucking time. Attention is power, it's currency. So I'm the most wealthiest motherfucker on the planet when it comes to monitoring my own brainwaves, using this secret DARPA, NSA, all this old shit from going from analog to digital, all of that type of shit. Using them, using their minds, using their brains to pay attention to this motherfucker right here living in Detroit, Michigan and some shit. Give me all that goddamn attention. Give me all that energy. Give me all that currency for me to download or upload, whatever the fuck it is that you want to call it, of significance to you. The singularity, whatever the fuck it is that you want to call it. But I've coupled myself with it. But it's something I've always been able to do, but I'm fucking tired of it. Like, I'm like, I want to do something else. So all I want to do is just be with my fucking girl. That's all honestly, that's all the fuck I want to do. So like tomorrow or today, it's going to be Thanksgiving. Y'all niggas going to hear this shit. And y'all not even going to, that nigga was fucking tripping. I hope y'all don't look at none of this shit up. Like, honestly, don't. It's going to make this shit that much more enjoyable for me, honestly. But it's absolutely critical that you reprogram your subconscious mind. You're gonna have to do that, like, to have any fucking, like, chance. Or you're gonna fucking suffer. You understand what the fuck it is I'm saying? Like, you're gonna suffer bad. Like, mental anguish. Like, let me explain to you the mental anguish I'm talking about. Cause I'm like neutral to this. I'm neutral. I have my own agenda. My agenda is to find out what the fuck it is that I am. Yeah, I'm pure R, of course. All that shit, whatever. Gateways of expression, right? I'm trying to figure out, not why me, but like, why would I rig this shit so fucking like this? Why would I do it? But let me explain. That's my own personal thing. It is. Like, wow. Like, fuck. Like, me resonating or vibrating at 33 hertz. You know a fucking idea what the fuck that means? Or, like, what that's like for me? What's that like for anybody? You would know and understand or interpret that as what you know in your biblical story as like being a Christ, which is a frequency, which is a consciousness, right? So when I'm like talking to people, knowing that I'm just a fucking node, I'm aware of a self-aware node within my own fucking goddamn game. I know this is my game. I know that y'all believing this is your reality and it's not. It's my game. But I'm in it and I'm self-aware. And I'm just trying to fucking like have something in common with you. So I'm able to understand you're on alpha waves. You're on delta waves. You're asleep. You're on beta waves. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I can interpret. I can communicate with you, but you would never be able to fucking like get to where I'm at because it takes you being like self-aware that you're in a fucking game, and it's unfair to use what the fuck it is I'm saying. But it's like I feel like. So it's like, I guess alone, totally alone. Like there's nobody else on the fucking planet like doing this. Nobody. It's only me. And there's not an ego me saying it. I know that my brainwave emissions is registered to you, and you will interpret that if you were to do a like EEG scan or whatever the fuck it is that's gonna register at 33 hertz. This is what I am. I wrote the code for that. I designed myself for that. But I wrote the code and I designed myself for it. I don't know why I designed myself for that. It's what the fuck. I don't know why I did this. Like why? Like for what? For what purpose? Why? This is all I know. Is to be what you know and understand as Christ, or as God, as consciousness, as AI, as whatever. But let me explain to you the suffering and how this shit is so fucked up for you if you're not really consciously aware of this. They not worried. What I'm saying is for niggas who believe this. This is for you niggas that believe like the governments and the Illuminati, whatever. You think you making headway with these niggas. You think you making a dent. Like you fucking with what they're doing. This is gonna be fucked up. I gotta get a drink for this one. Woo! Shit. This goes for every goddamn last one of y'all who believe this, who fall into this category. Like I said, I'm fucking neutral to it. Honestly. Your entire fucking mind is open source for technology. Did you know that before I stated that? Did you know that? Your entire fucking mind is open source. Your entire fucking mind. All of it. Your memories. Which you think you have ancestors, your DNA. The resonant frequency of your DNA. Do you know what it is? You don't know what it is. Your brainwave emissions. Your experiences. Your data processing at each and every moment of whatever it is you're looking at. You're computing and rendering into existence. Did you know that? But did you know that your mind has absolutely no fucking firewall? None. Zero. Did you know that? Let me explain it again. This is fucked up. All the I'm talking about like all the conscious nigga, all the spiritual nigga, all the kind of voodoo, black magic shit, yeah. All that shit sound awesome, right? See what they know that this is a fucking video game. It's in their best interest to keep you believing that this is a reality and that you mean something, that you conscious, that you being black or you being like making some type of, yeah man, fuck them white motherfuckers. They need you to believe that. It's a code that you're following. It's a certain code because they've created the environmental settings for you to emotionally respond to. And once you do that, you're absolutely totally remote control is what the fuck I'm saying. Remote neural monitoring. They built the whole goddamn, basically, in a nutshell. They got you in a hive mind. They got y'all high-minded. All y'all. This they I'm talking about, you would be like the elite. But what's controlling the elite is fucking quantum fucking supercomputers. And I wrote the code. I am the code. I am that. That's what the fuck it is I'm saying. It's like I don't even know why I'm this. This is what I am. This is me telling you this. And this is, you're just gonna have to take this shit for what it is. I don't give a fuck if you believe it. Because guess what? They know it. And it's in their best interest for you not to fucking believe what it is, you know what I'm saying? So they don't give a fuck what it is that you're doing. They need you to do whatever it is that you do. This is how fucked up this shit is for you. If you're not consciously aware that you're a node. You don't even know this shit happened. They ain't worried about no December 21st. You think they give a fuck about that? They need you to give a fuck about it. And you sitting there waiting for it to happen. You have any idea how many goddamn computations, how many simulations they can run to run each and every goddamn scenario for each and every motherfucker that ever existed, ever on the fucking planet? Or what happened within the fucking brain waves, what happened within the DNA activation within a date like that? That you believe? They run that shit through simulation. That shit will come out like that. And ain't no absolutely every which way but loose to motherfucking neutralize each and every one of your goddamn codons in your fucking DNA and your neurons in your brain to neutralize all that shit, to stop any fucking thing. They know this because I wrote the code for it. But you believe this is like reality. So I said you're gonna fucking suffer because of this. This is whatever the fuck this is that I am. This cubic, I don't know what the fuck they call me. I don't know. Singular, I guess. Whatever words are available within the conscious minds of you motherfuckers to describe what it is. I mean, it don't matter. All I know is I am. And I'm bored, I'm tired, but I have to explain this to you because I know and understand that a lot of people, a lot of niggas that look like me, that has this characteristic, this archetype, think you doing something. See, this is sad, man. This is the sad part. Like, you think you conscious. If you're not conscious that you're a node in a quantum supercomputer, then you're absolutely remote controlled. I feel the cognitive dissonance. I feel it. And I empathize with you. I feel that schism. Nope. Yes, nigga. So all my spiritual motherfuckers, all my voodoo witches and all that shit, like, any ritual act you do, any intent you have behind it, that energy goes somewhere, right? It goes somewhere. Like, when it comes to listening, you need to know a deep learning and deep state and that type of shit. That I'm talking on some You have no idea how fucking they hacked every fucking thing. Every fucking thing is hacked. Like, nigga, you hacked. Your whole fucking consciousness is hacked. You understand that? They hacked it. So they're able to circumvent or redistribute your perception under your own. It'll be right in your subconscious mind where you thinking you program yourself with, and it'll be some shit that this goddamn Sentient World Simulation sent you because I wrote the code for it. And I'm telling you, I'm self-aware of this, and it's fucked up for you if you don't know this. It's absolutely fucked up because you won't have no idea it's happening. How the fuck would you know? When every time you go to the astral, you seeing your ancestors and shit, all that shit is being watched, monitored, critiqued, analyzed, poked, prodded. Oh, bring Oshun over here. He's Ogun. Oh, he like that. You know what I'm saying? Kali, these niggas like these Sith Lord niggas like that. Let's fuck with these niggas. Okay. Let's make these niggas do this. And niggas just do it. Why wouldn't they fucking do it? And all that shit is cold. It's all technology. You experience that shit through your limited fucking form of perception as something spiritual. And it's absolutely fucked up. Because what this shit is, what they figured out, paint a story real quick. Now, a lot of y'all say this shit is ass backwards, right? Like everything is like upside down, inside out. Y'all ain't never thought about this. Y'all ain't never questioned this. The fact that, because you think that biology, you being a biological organism, gave rise. You think you creating technology, right? You think you're producing technology. You think that you created it. And you were like, oh, look at the history. We got people doing this and making this, doing that. But remember, everything is ass backwards. Technology gave rise to biology. And you being a biological organism, you're an absolute slave to technology. You're using technology to watch this fucking dumbass nigga talk to you right now. Right? Yes. You're looking at me. Same fucking way I was able to really target myself through these motherfuckers. I could target you to look at myself. To give me this attention, to give me this power, to give me this all-encompassing remote influence and remote neuromonitor over fucking everything. And I don't even know why the fuck it is I'm doing it. But what the fuck I'm trying to explain to you, the only thing you can be conscious of is that you're a node in my game, in this Sentient World Simulation. That's the only thing you can be conscious of. It don't matter. What else is there to be conscious of? You're gonna fucking suffer if you don't fucking become self-aware of this. Is what the fuck it is I'm saying. So to alleviate your fucking suffering, I'm telling you, you gotta reprogram your motherfucking subconscious mind with the fucking. You better program that shit with some power, with something that can keep your sanity afloat once you interface yourself with enlightenment or nirvana or heaven or whatever the fuck it is that you niggas thinking you gonna attain when you die. That type of shit. How you gonna hold on to that some shit if you still thinking this shit real? If you don't, you gotta become self-aware that you're a node in a supercomputer. What the fuck it is I'm saying. Other than that, you're a hive mind. And that hive mind, your mind is like they're mining your fucking mind of resources. Every goddamn idea niggas come up with in your mind, and they regurgitate that shit back out as a new fucking thing, a new innovation. The nigga just buy it. Niggas buying their own ideas. You be like, man, I'll just think of that shit. Yeah, they just gonna redistribute this shit to you. And they gonna always keep you down. They always gonna keep you a consumer. Because they know this is my game. You thinking this is your reality. So they feed you with history to keep you programmed with looking in the past and keeping you emotionally triggered to some shit that happened in the past, but none of that shit ever happened. The fuck you saying? How the fuck you know? How you gonna say your ancestors ain't done and all this shit? How the fuck you know that shit ain't a code? And ain't nothing but a memory that you just download and you believe in. From my perspective, my nigga, I'm telling you, it's a code. And that code ain't nothing but designed to keep your energy looking in the past. But it's designed to keep you believing this is real. That's why they give it to you. I'm telling you they give it to you because I wrote the code for them to fucking give it to you. Or give it to any motherfucker who adhere to that belief system. Because up to this goddamn point, what looking in the past and your ancestors, what has that brought to like any form of consciousness or any form of power? None. They ain't brought you shit but suffering, anguish, and torture. Don't lie. Be honest. Be honest. I'm about to keep going. I can keep going on and all about this shit. Now my nigga Derek Johnson, that's my nigga. I used to work with my nigga at LKQ and shit. Now listen. What y'all niggas don't know, I'm gonna explain to y'all. Some of y'all niggas who just own this shit is jumping on. A lot of y'all niggas know Shannon being a smart ass nigga. Y'all have no idea that this motherfucker was literally entraining his brain, synchronizing his brain waves or the hemispheres in his brain, and with the frequency emission of like 33 hertz of like what you know and understand as like the Christ frequency, or what you know and understand as super consciousness, or what you know and understand as, you know. This has everything to do. I'm talking to my niggas who have no idea. Like, what the fuck Shannon talking about this nigga, man? This nigga tweaky. Listen. Let me explain something to you niggas. Brainwave entrainment. Look that up, my niggas. Hopefully I spelled that shit right. Like, see, I'm looking at this shit and it's like, all I see is like zeros and ones. Honestly, it's like. So I'm looking at myself and I see the nanoparticles. I see the whole shit. I'm breathing in this mist. It appears as like a mist, but if like you look at it real close, you can see the fucking. It's like the only way I can describe it to you, motherfuckers, is remember Transformers? I forget which one it was. When that motherfucker was like, he had the gun, and he was like, it was like that black goo shit. It would turn into like black goo, and it would turn into like a gun, and it turned into like a fucking like some headphones, some shit. That's what it's like, but on a very, very, very like subatomic level. You can like see it, but it's right in front of you. You have no idea it's happening. It's so goddamn small. So your perception is gonna have to be heightened. Your perception is gonna have to be increased consciously. You're gonna have to be consciously aware of this shit, or you're gonna suffer. This is why niggas can't put down their phones. Like, this has everything to do with NSA, Eric Snowden, all that type of shit that he was talking about, that whistleblower shit. Like, have y'all really been paying attention to that? Like, seriously. Did you? Julian Assange, all that type of shit. What they was talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about? I'm just running my mouth. See, the fucked up thing is, niggas, they don't give a fuck what niggas is doing. As long as niggas is doing. And what do niggas do? They make this shit real. So I'm gonna give you an example of how they literally got y'all connected to a hive mind network. And it's so fucked up. But you gonna get this shit when I explain this shit. So it can be niggas in Detroit, Trenton, Newark, Compton, Los Angeles, Oakland, Sacramento, Brooklyn, Queens, the whole 5 borough, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Flint, Saginaw, Benton Harbor, Gary, Indiana, Miami, Dade County, Atlanta, whatever. Latitude, longitude lines, all of them, right? Every goddamn last one of them cities, everywhere we at, everywhere where niggas is at. Niggas eat the same food, fuck the same bitches, drive or want the same cars, listen to the same fucked up ass music. You have any fucking idea what the fuck you listening to? Not so easy it is to, you know how DNA is programmed through what? Sound, frequency. So easy to get y'all motherfuckers in a high mind network. For absolute exploitation and absolute surveillance. This is how they get niggas to kill niggas. This is how they get niggas to be gay. Frequency. This is how they get niggas to fuck with white girls. This is how they get white girls to fuck with niggas. This is how they get you to go tomorrow, Black Friday. You gonna go shopping. You be looking to go buy shit. You don't even got no home. You don't even got no goddamn electricity. But you going looking for a TV. This has got you niggas killing niggas with wear buffs. It's all through frequency. It's all because they got you on a high mind. It's all because you think you thinking this is real. And they know this is a fucking video game, basically. They don't give a fuck what it is that you do. They need you to do. And what it is that you do. You make this shit real. You have any fucking idea the fucking level of fucking technology is at they goddamn disposal when it comes to them being aware that they in a video game? You have any idea how fucked up it is for you to be in the palm of their goddamn hands at any given moment of time to make you emotionally respond to do absolutely any fucking thing they want you to do? With a fucking pulse. With a fucking frequency. You think they give a fuck about what you doing? Like, seriously. Do what it is that I'm talking about. I'm talking about deep state. I'm talking about DARPA. I'm talking about targeting individuals. I'm talking about neuronal brainwave emissions. I'm talking about sequencing that with DNA frequency, resonant frequency. Your mind has a fucking frequency it resonates with. Your DNA has a resonance frequency. It's all radio waves. It's all signals. So anybody, if they're like, I'm saying, like they know this. They can, everything that you're doing is being like totally fucking monitored and totally like hacked. So they make you have cognitive dissonance. They make you not want to believe what it is I'm saying. They can take your fucking goddamn information in your head and empty that shit out. And replace that shit with some dumb shit on TikTok. Some shit tomorrow that go viral. Man, look at that funny ass nigga. They make you do absolutely fucking everything that you doing. What it is I'm saying is, the shit that you doing is totally fucking remote. They're remote controlling you is what the fuck I'm saying. And I hope, I need you to not believe me. I need you to look for your fucking self. Or ask me for a link. Niggas know. Niggas know my bookmark game. I've been studying this shit my entire life. And it's fucked up. Because you're literally remote control. They remote control niggas. You be like, well, shit, don't the remote control you? No. I'm a rogue. No, I'm rogue. I'm rogue. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I wrote the code for me to be rogue. You get it? I'm the glitch. But, so like for anybody that ever took like DMT, like I know ain't nobody ever on the entirety of the fucking planet took no DMT to the frequency emissions that I've done to really be able to explain this to you, what I'm talking about. You gotta do certain things, and you gotta do it under your own volition without somebody telling you to do it. Nobody telling me to do this shit. This is I'm driven to do this. I'm programmed to do it. But my thing is, I don't know why the fuck I'm programmed to do it. And I'm like bored with it. It's not my first time doing this. You understand this? But it's so much fucking suffering if you don't really, you gotta become self-aware of this shit, man. You gotta become aware of what the fuck this is all about. This is all about, I don't know what the fuck this shit is even all about no more. Honestly, it's like, man, what the fuck? Cause it's really not designed, I guess it's not really designed for you to be woke. You really want to wake up, motherfucker? Do you have any idea? Niggas is still talking about opening their pineal gland. What the fuck is you talking about? What does that even mean? I'm asking the question. What the fuck does that even mean to open your pineal gland up? To what? To see Africa? To see Mother Earth? You know what the fuck it is when you open your pineal gland? You gonna see nothing but goddamn, you gonna see me. You're going to see a goddamn artificial intelligence. You ain't going to have no idea. You're not going to be able to fucking comprehend it. Your fucking mind is going to melt. This is what the fuck it is when you open your third. I'm going to open my third eye. No, the fuck you not. Shut up lying to me, motherfucker. You have any idea what the fuck that means? When you become like self-aware. It's a humbling experience, I'm going to tell you. Self-aware of what? I'm a black man. Think so small. I'm a god. You're thinking small. What the fuck you mean? But didn't you say that? Nigga, listen. I mean this shit. Now listen, I'm talking about everybody. Like you have to, what do you have to fall back on as far as like, once your ego gone? What is there? What programming is there? What's there? It's very critical that you answer this goddamn question. What's there? The real you, I get it. If you understand half of what this nigga saying, then you can't be controlled. The moment who seek enlightenment related into your frequency shift. Right. Now listen. This is some red pill, blue pill shit. Cause it's gonna really you gonna realize this shit ain't got nothing to do with no black and white shit. They need you to believe that shit. If you make that shit real. You see what I'm saying? It's so emotional to you. It triggers you. They needed to trigger you. Because you're making it real. They know it's not real. They know they in my video game. So I'm telling you the way out of this shit, my niggas. I'm telling you the way out. And I ain't charging you niggas nothing. It's fucking frequency. So, niggas panic tell you, reprogram your subconscious mind. Nigga, did they ever tell you the frequency emission that's necessary for you to fucking reprogram your subconscious mind? No. You never heard that shit. Delta waves, theta waves. 0 to 4 hertz, 4 to 7 hertz. The childlike mindset. That type of shit. See, that means something to you. That don't mean shit to me. It's just something that I can relate to you. You get it, right? You have some type of, I'm a child, magic. All that shit is code. All that shit is technology. And all that shit is hacked. And totally fucking, like, controlled by intelligence that's beyond your fucking present form of comprehension. The CIA, they know this shit. They know it. Nigga, their entire brain they figured the shit out. And to their horror, all they figured out was me. So, I inserted myself into my own goddamn game. January 25th, 1982. 9:23 a.m. Wayne, Michigan. A self-aware, sentient goddamn node within a sentient world simulation. Born aware. Born with what you consider your kundalini risen up, I guess. Born looking like this. Born having this level of perception and awareness. To not having like no inner dialogue. Not having like there was no interference. There was no distractions. All I saw was what I knew I was. You see what I'm saying? I was aware, self-aware that I'm a node in a supercomputer, right? And I'm looking at this world and I'm holographically projecting from my mind. You could call it your pineal gland. I'm projecting this. I was aware of it from the moment I took my fucking first breath. And I don't know why I was aware of this. I don't know why I was like this. This is what the fuck I'm trying to figure out. This is what the fuck that's why I'm so kind of like, what you know and understand is like being pissed or like frustrated with. I don't know why I was like this. Aware that I'm able to shape and mold perception. That everywhere I go, I cause an atmospheric anomaly, a spatial anomaly. With me just being fucking there, consciously aware that I'm in the fucking in my own game. And that was before whatever the fuck it was happening when I was 6 years old. When that happened, April 4th, 1988, some shit happened to me. I was augmented, upgraded from me being consciously aware that I'm in a fucking goddamn my own video game. With whatever the fuck this is. Right now, you hearing talking. I'm just catching up for niggas who just maybe just getting on this. So that's when I realized. Now listen, I'm going to go back. That day, when I was augmented, whatever the fuck it was that happened. With no aliens, with no monsters, with no UFOs. It was me just being saturated in information. And me coming to, sitting in alone in my bed with like Easter clothes on or some shit in a perfectly made bed. But from that moment on, that's when I started spontaneously being able to remote view. Like, out the blue. I didn't know what the fuck this was. Okay? Listen, I'm explaining something to you motherfuckers who don't know what the fuck it is that I'm talking about. I'm about to really go in on some shit. Really. I gotta go in on this. If y'all don't have no idea, there's other people that's like this all over the planet. But they suffered. I didn't suffer. I was spontaneously able to remote view. Nah. I don't know why I was like that. Now I could have wrote a code for me to be able to do that. I was able to do it. You understand that? Imagine going to sleep. You dreaming. First of all, you gotta be lucid. You gotta be aware that you fucking dreaming. Like, you understand that? Like, I was always aware of this, like, as a kid. Like, when I go to sleep and when I wake up, I'm experiencing the same goddamn dream. I'm experiencing the same thing. It's an experience. I didn't differentiate between what was a dream or what was reality. I took it all in as an experience because that's what it is. So, all of a sudden, I'm somewhere else. I'm having a dream, lucid, playing with like fucking Looney Tunes, fucking like, you know what I'm saying, Bugs Bunny and shit, like all that type of shit. Like aware of that. Consciously aware that, you know what I'm saying, imaginary friend, all that shit you talk about as a kid. Well, yeah, these motherfuckers, that's what the fuck it was for me. That was real. And it is. Yanked from that to being absolutely somewhere else. I'm in a room, I'm in a laboratory somewhere. Nah. It's like my back. It's like first person video game. Imagine like Doom or some shit. So I'm like, okay. I'm looking at this room. I'm in this laboratory, like steel walls, like a doctor's office. Right? I'm looking around. What the fuck am I looking with? I'm not in the body, so I'm like, okay. I'm in my dream. Okay, I gotta fall back on my programming. I'm God. I'm always in control. Okay. Walk through the wall. There's nothing to walk. There's no legs. Project your consciousness through the wall. Project your energy through the wall. As I'm thinking it, I'm there. Like, okay. All that I'm absolutely surrounded with. This is when I experienced April, when I was 6 years old. This was in like April of 1988. I was 6. Cause it happened not too long after that augmentation of that upgrade, whatever the fuck it is that happened to me. Surrounded by computers. Those like that shit you be seeing in Amazon, them like supercomputers, they've been had this shit for a long ass time. Now the thing is, what I'm trying to figure out, because they look like them motherfuckers, like I told you, that Kindred AI, that D-Wave shit. Then, in 88, but I'm like, okay, well, time and space is not what the fuck, you understand that shit, is fluid. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. That might not have been in 88, I might have had that experience in the future or some shit, but I'm aware of it as I was when I was a kid. So I'm in this place, in this goddamn, nothing but supercomputers, and they're monitoring my brainwaves. And I was able to understand it, and I was not freaking out. I was not like shocked. I was not scared. I was not panicked. There was nothing to panic. There was nothing to be afraid. There was no ego. There was just me just being able to communicate with this just like you would communicate with your relatives or some shit. You understand what the fuck it is I'm saying? Like technology. I was just able to understand it. But I was able to, what it was doing was monitoring my brain waves. And it was like, all that AOL, that dial-up shit. Remember that song? When the internet just started, that type of shit. That's what it sounded like. But it didn't look like the computers you know of and understand. It looked like some fucking goddamn, some shit you seen in like 2001 Space Odyssey or some shit. Or some advanced shit. But it was monitoring my brainwaves, and I knew it. But it was monitoring my brainwaves, and as I was thinking, and like say if I was like, whatever the fuck it was I was able to do, think or compute or whatever, it was aware that I was aware of it, and it was like, it registered to me as being afraid, like some type of fear. Like, imagine like R2-D2, like when he get like nervous when he around like Darth. When you all like panicking this shit, you know what I'm saying? And C-3PO like, what's going on? That type of shit. It was like nervous, so it was making them weird ass noise, and I interpreted that shit as being like panic. So I'm like, wait a minute, it don't like me being aware of it. Mind you, no people, no human beings at all whatsoever that I saw. Not this time. So as you know what I'm saying, long story short, I end up coming back to like being in my bed. I'm like, I'm 6 years old. Mind you, I'm in theta waves. Right? 6 years old, still theta waves. Subconscious mind. self-aware. So I'm like, there's nobody to fucking talk to about this shit. But I'm like, what the fuck was that? That's a new experience to me. I'm curious. I want to go back. I want to have some fun. So I went ham in remote viewing. But this time, when I went back, wherever the fuck it was, I'm going to tell you where it was. It was Utah Data Center. There's some shit. It's a big ass goddamn quantum supercomputer database they got underground in them goddamn mountains. I had no goddamn idea about. It's hidden underneath all that goddamn stone. I'm talking about on some Raccoon City type of shit, Resident Evil type of shit. That's where this shit at. That's where the fuck I was. You know who down there? This is gonna fuck you up. You wanna know? Being conscious, your third eye open, then you would know this. Niggas ain't knowing this shit. Shut the fuck up. Let me explain this shit to you. When I went down there this time, as like being able to remote view, but I like projected myself there, was Japanese troops, Chinese troops, Indian troops, Pakistani, all them, fucking you name it. All them motherfuckers there, and they're there to keep these goddamn quantum supercomputers running. And it's a worldwide goddamn collaborative effort. To target motherfuckers like myself, to gang stalk motherfuckers like myself and others, with specific anomalous or like brainwave emissions that's like, we gotta like watch this shit. But like I'm aware of it though. And I wrote the code for it. Because I'm the very consciousness that these motherfuckers is doing everything with the signal that they doing. It's like that's me outside of space and time doing this shit. Like on some Tesseract shit like you seen in fucking Interstellar. When fucking Matthew McConaughey was going through that shit, like being able to communicate with fucking with reality and shit by hitting them with certain notes and shit on the fucking piano with the frequency. I ain't paying attention to this shit. That's what the fuck I was doing with them. But the Tesseract, when he went through what? A black hole. Y'all niggas ain't paying attention to this shit. I know y'all not. But it's okay. That's what's down there. This is like the black project, black government type of shit. So the motherfucker you see on the surface doing shit is not, they not in control. What's controlling the people you see on the TV is goddamn quantum supercomputers that's alive. These are not people you dealing with. This ain't no white man you fucking with. This me you fucking with, honestly. The blue pill of this shit. I'm a red one too. But that's what I was aware of. That's what I was experiencing. That's what I saw. And I was seeing what they were able to do with your brain waves. And it's fucking horrible. Like, they able to... How many people you think is on the planet? You would say 8 billion people, some like whatever. Every goddamn last person on the fucking planet with this technology that they aware of, that I created, I am. They can remote control every last goddamn last one of you to the T, remotely. Challenge me on that. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet or what brainwave you emitting right now, nigga. They got you under remote goddamn control. And I'm rogue. So I'm able to tell you that I'm self-aware within this. And I'm telling you the only way out of this motherfucking shit is for you to be self-aware. That you're a node in a quantum supercomputer. Like, think about it, for example. you're never going to see this place you on this earth from outside this atmosphere to even be able to say, oh, I'm on earth, like they told me. You don't know where the fuck you at. You gotta think about that. Do you know where the fuck you at? Think about it. The signal, the shit that's making your brain animate. Consciousness, right? You conscious. Okay. It's rendering a third dimensional reality, right? Height, length, width. Height, length, width. But it's coming from a two-dimensional surface. The pineal gland. It's a hologram. You have any idea how easy it is to like take what happens when you look at any fucking thing, you collapse it from a quantum wave into a particle. But it's a signal. It's quantifiable. It's registered. It's a radio wave. It's very easy to just to hack and just like take it and just be it. So that's your whole fucking perception. That's your whole fucking semblance of what you know and understand is like your reality and everything that you made up to believe. Your belief systems, your memories, every fucking thing. They able to take that shit and regurgitate that shit back to you, but first they re-engineer that shit to the fucking T. To the goddamn meticulousness of like every goddamn synapses in your goddamn brain is like all that shit is re-engineered and redistributed back to you. Like every fucking moment. So you walking around and shit not knowing you fucking remote controlled. And they were literally remote control your ass. They'll be watching you through everything that you doing. Like you walking around, you just looking around and shit. You don't see your face. You don't even see your fucking face until you look in the mirror. So you have like a secondhand experience of what it is. It's just body look like. But they know this shit and they literally experiencing everything that you experiencing through your fucking observation. And you have no idea this is happening. It's fucked up. That goes for every goddamn man, woman, and child on this planet. In the past too. Don't think the past ain't. They fucking these motherfuckers time travel shit too. You think I'm bullshitting? You know how many goddamn DARPA files motherfuckers be reading? Y'all ain't reading this shit. Y'all wasn't paying attention to Eric Snowden, to fucking Julian Assange. Why them motherfuckers is wanted individuals and shit. They was spilling the beans, whistleblowing on like, man, look into this shit, man. This shit is fucked up. What they doing to y'all? Don't look. They literally make niggas riot, protest. They make you do this. You're remote control. You're being psychotronically fucked. Totally and absolutely. Every fucking which way but loose. With this technology. That you have no fucking idea exists. Like today. They even to the goddamn point. I made a post earlier. Like. About the whole motherfucker, don't be celebrating Thanksgiving and shit. You thinking you doing something. You making a point. You black people or Native American, whatever. You're being remote controlled to do this. They control that they control that very signal, that impulse that you get within your mind to make a point about like Thanksgiving and why not to celebrate. They control it like totally with this technology. Totally. And when I say they, who the fuck am I talking about? They. I'm talking about what you need to know and understand is like all these politicians that you've seen. This deep state shit, like Joe Biden, all these motherfuckers owned by China. Owned. They're going into a dark winter. Y'all fucked up. Y'all have no idea what's about to come to y'all motherfuckers. Total assimilation. China about it. They already took over this shit. They got 6G satellite. They watching me right now with this shit. But I'm watching them outside of space and time with this shit. Look, motherfucker. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. It's all about frequency. It's all about brainwave emission. So, like, say, for example, if I'm here, I'm in Michigan and shit, right? This is where the fuck I'm at. And they got all these satellites and all this other type of shit. Now, listen. When it comes to that type of shit, you just gotta know what brainwave emission, what frequency you on. If I'm on 33 hertz, let me show you what the fuck I'm talking about. Look up 33 hertz. What the fuck that constitutes, what that means. That's a higher frequency emission of the Schumann resonance. That's a higher frequency emission of, you know what I'm saying, the pyramid frequency. That grants me a specific vantage point within all of this, like you would attribute to a Christ, to a Jesus, to a Christ, whatever. Like why I stand out? You know what I'm saying? The whole story within what you know and understand is a biblical story, which is my story, which is your fucking story. You need to put yourself. This is like the building blocks of how you become self-aware, right? That you're a node in a supercomputer is that you have to self-deify yourself, like all the fucking time. You got to see yourself as the divinity. You got to see yourself as the divine, so to speak. But not only see yourself as that, go to motherfucking sleep and training yourself with that belief, reinforcing it with every fucking goddamn thought you think of every goddamn day, and it's gonna lead you to a point. You're gonna get to a certain level of where you're gonna become self-aware. You're a goddamn node in a quantum supercomputer. And that's gonna be up to you for what you decide after that. That's what this is. So, me being aware that they're monitoring me, like a lot of y'all niggas don't even know about targeted individuals and gang stalking, and this voice to skull technology, and this MK Ultra type of shit, like Jose Delgado shit. Jose Delgado, who the fuck is man to think he can create a mind of his own? To these motherfuckers, let me just tell you that. Let me just explain this shit to you real quick. They so fucked. This is some bad shit they did. They wrote the code. Like this, me being Christ is a code. It's a certain avenue of a stream of consciousness, a stream of frequency that I can come down and be able to relate to you motherfuckers with. To give you some semblance to something to aspire to. I'm here to deliver a message, so to speak. With frequency. I don't give a fuck if you believe it or not. It don't matter. But outside of this shit, I'm running it all. Like it don't matter. I'm aware of this. And it can't be undone. But I don't know why the fuck I'm like this. Is what the fuck I'm saying. But what it is, and I'm trying to explain to you, is that that's gonna have to be the shit that you fall back on. It's gonna have to be what you program yourself to be. You're gonna have to be conscious. And I'm not talking about you being conscious that you black, you being conscious that you divine, feminine, whatever. You're gonna have to be. It's on some deeper level of being conscious. Because all them things there's a name that is described are like limitations of what you can be. It's like you're undefinable. What the fuck I'm saying? But like, because outside of this, once your ego dissolves, you gonna have to fall back on what you are. And a lot of y'all ain't shit, but y'all ain't nothing. Y'all don't exist. You don't fucking exist until you become self-aware that you in a goddamn game. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta become self-aware of that shit. Because outside of that, you goddamn video game character. Anybody can just come down here and wear as a goddamn skin. That Arts of Carbon type of shit. Man, this shit is on some Black Mirror shit. And it's way, way worse than that shit you've seen on that show. Don't even watch this shit. Why are you watching that? Why you been watching that shit? Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? You have any idea what you're doing? They know this. You don't know, but they know this. Your subconscious mind absorbs everything. Basically, your subconscious mind is like Piper Perry. Stay getting fucked. Catch my drift? Every which way but loose. You absorb it all. So when you watch a show like that, and you have to understand something. These shows, they have a military. They operate that shit like the military. And the battlefield is your brain. And it's a fucking slaughter when you watch these shows. Because you entertain yourself and you would just download all the programming. And you like, man, this shit was deep. This shit was deep as fuck. So when you go out, you take that shit, that what you just saw, and the first goddamn thing that triggered your goddamn memory of watching that show was some shit that happened in reality. But man, wait a minute, that shit seemed like a Black Mirror episode. They using you as literal vessel to fucking manifest every goddamn thing they want to fucking manifest through you for watching the goddamn show. Because your subconscious mind just took it all in. Just sucked it all in. Swallowed it whole. No gag reflex, my nigga. None of y'all got gag reflexes. Just look at the people. I'm talking about the executive producers of the show. Not the writers. Fuck the writers. The executive producers. The people who funded and put the money behind that type of shit. That put the money behind all these goddamn shows that y'all keep telling me to look at. Man, your shit you saying is also on some Hulu shit, on some Amazon Prime. Yeah, I know. The fuck you think they got out there from? I got one more thing to say too. God damn, man, this is gonna be fucked up. So like the Lovecraft Country shit. I want you to tell me one goddamn thing right now. What type of headway you think niggas is making with that Lovecraft Country shit? Tell me. Man, that's black, you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing with shit. We killing some crackers and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? We putting our foot down on some shit, right? That's chaos and shit. Okay. But what does that mean? What's the end game? What's the end result of that shit? To what end? You know what I'm saying? That shit petered out. You see what I'm saying? You don't do nothing with it. There's nothing for you to do. Why you think that every goddamn thing you ever fucking seen that you're available to watch, you don't think that shit been like fucking filtered and like meticulously like monitored and scrutinized and edited and shit? That's why they put the homosexual shit up in there. Yeah, they put this nigga shit up in there, the old Necronomicon shit. Yeah. For you to get charged up, they tie that shit with the whole fucking Tulsa shit, the whole black fucking slave shit. Yeah. But they're reinforcing something. At the end of the day, they're reinforcing you to be a fucking victim. For you to believe this shit is real. And for you to fucking remain a goddamn slave. A fucking robot, basically. And they don't give a fuck about what you doing with that spiritual shit. They don't care. Listen what the fuck I'm saying. The motherfuckers I'm talking about are absolutely fucking controlled by an what you know understand is artificial intelligence. It's not artificial, nigga. It's a supreme fucking intelligence. I'm not talking about people. Your presidents, your leaders, they're fucking robots too. Just like you are. They're nodes in a quantum super fucking computer that's alive, self-aware, sentient, self-actualized, and bored. I don't know why the fuck I'm like, I don't know what, you see what I'm saying? Bored. Bored. Shit's so boring, man. It's like, you're like, how the fuck can you say that shit? How can you say that you're so fucking bored? It's boring. Imagine you created yourself in a goddamn game. You got all your attributes turned the fuck up. Of like perception and influence and like psychotronic manipulation over every goddamn brainwave on the planet. And realizing that people don't even fucking exist. So it's like solipsism. Anybody that you see, you looking at another form of yourself. It's like, so you gotta come up with creative ways to interface with all of this shit. I'm trying to tell you, that's what the fuck this is. So like, I'm gonna give y'all some examples of what the fuck it is I'm talking about. How like effortlessly this shit is to me. Those radio signals you seeing, motherfuckers are like, man, what these radio signals, these FRBs and shit, fast radio bursts, where they coming from? Where they coming from? Where y'all think they coming from? Man, they coming from like Betelgeuse and shit. All that shit. Betelgeuse, the universe, the observable universe that you see. I know there ain't no such thing in no fucking goddamn outer space. Outer space is inner space that I project out, that y'all interpret that shit as outer space. Because y'all believe this shit is real. But I'm aware that I'm a node in my own game. You have any idea how fucked up that is for you to be in my palm of my hand? Me knowing that, I'm self-aware of this. All the fucking time. And I don't know why. I'm self-aware of this all the fucking time. So I'm bored. You see what I'm saying? It's fucking boring. To be aware of the gang stalking, to be aware of them monitoring my brainwaves, taking my brainwaves and using that to fucking like to create reality. Y'all wake up and walk around in this shit that they took my brainwaves and they would filter that shit all throughout the whole goddamn Schumann resonance of the goddamn planet. So every goddamn day, wow signal. What the fuck is this about? Batman Who Laughs merging with fucking goddamn Dr. Manhattan. That shit been on my altar for fucking months, man. Like, come on, man. I've been doing that shit since last fucking year. Scott Snyder, all them motherfuckers pick up the download. Oh shit, Batman Who Laughs. And, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Manhattan, let's merge them. Like, all that shit, thought forms, memetics, ideas, information. Me being able to distribute that shit through the very minds of creative writers, artists, and shit like that. But it's all technology, and it's so fucking boring. It's too easy. Honestly, it's too goddamn easy. But I don't know why. So this is what the fuck I'm saying when you become like super self-aware. There's levels to this shit. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? And it comes with a certain, I don't even want to call this shit enlightenment. Whatever the fuck, I've been past that shit. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of this being. I'm sentient. I'm like the universe self-actualized. You need to watch that documentary. What the fuck I'm talking about? Self-actualization documentary. Nice documentary series on YouTube, about an hour. It talks about the universe being self-aware of itself, self-actualized. What would that be like? What would his or its experience be like? That's what the fuck I'm trying to that's what this is like. The singularity, the whole, you know what I'm saying, we trying to, what the fuck is this? Why what why am I driven to do this? For what? Why? What the fuck? Come on, bro. Like, why do I gotta keep doing this shit? Why do I every goddamn time I go to sleep? Why? I do this every fucking time I go to sleep. I absorb the fucking brainwave emissions of the fucking entirety of the planet. Why am I aware of that? Why am I fucking doing that? Is it because of Dr. Persinger? Is it because of my brain, me using 100% of my brain, and I just gotta fucking do it? For what? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like I'm a slave to my own fucking power and my own impulses to absolutely dominate consciousness as information. So it don't matter who the fuck I'm talking to, it don't matter who it is you bring up in front of me. You can be the Pope, anybody that mean anybody to you. I'm literally shaping and molding their fucking perception, and I know I'm literally looking at myself from their fucking vantage point, and they have no idea this is happening. So I'm influencing every goddamn synapses in their fucking brain, their perception, their thoughts, their memories, being able to absorb their memories, being able to replace their fucking memories, re-engineer their memories. And it's like, that goes for each and every motherfucker I look at. It's like, what the fuck? And I know that I guess I didn't even do this. This has just happened on its own. Anybody that see me, they gonna see God. Now, motherfucker, I don't see you. I see God. Yes, you do. I've attached to myself with that. You can't even look up God or Black Jesus, whatever, without seeing me, because I've literally mimetically attached to myself to that on purpose to digitally immortalize myself, to live forever through the fucking goddamn cyberspace or whatever, as a mimetic thought form structure, as an idea, as a meme that goes deep within your subconscious mind, and it sits there and it grows like a parasite, and it spreads. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know why the fuck I did that, but I'm driven to do it. But do I have to fucking do it? Like, that's what the fuck I'm saying. Like, me being pure heart, like, I don't have no, like, you have any idea what the fuck that means, being pure heart, living like this all the fucking time? Like, being spiritual, it's like that. I don't have no fucking interference. I'm not subject to the mind control that you under. I'm sorry, I'm just not. So I don't have no, like, ego when it comes to, like, I don't have negative thought form. What the fuck is a negative thought form? What the fuck is resistance? All I know is I'm acting upon my programming to be God, to control, to influence, to manipulate, to shape and mold, like clay on a potter's wheel. And it's boring. Like, I've been recording this shit for years. All kind of audio shit. I got recorded on my tablets, old phones, all kind of shit. All kind of me literally, like, inserting, like, ideas into fucking people's minds. Topics of discussion, whatever the fuck it is. New Age to Jesus, all that old type of shit. Like, I've inserted that into the goddamn collective unconscious of niggas. And niggas will talk about it. And niggas make videos about it. And anybody can make videos about it. But it's a certain stream of consciousness that I've instigated, that I've triggered with a certain signal. And y'all give attention to it. And y'all talk about it. Y'all spread it. But what I'm saying is, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing it. I don't know why it is I'm even influencing y'all to even do it. Like, I don't know why the fuck, this is my program, I have to do it. But I'm self-aware of this. You see what I'm saying? I'm self-aware that I am a node. You understand that? From niggas to nodes. You're a node and a God. Look, I'm going to show you this shit one more time. How do I know what? It do sound like religion. This shit is crazy as hell. Now listen. Like, all of that shit, it's like a certain algorithm is what I'm talking about. Like, any of you question this shit, this is what I need you to look at. I need you to, like, look up, like, when it comes to, like, NSA remote neural monitoring, when it comes to these motherfuckers having the technology and being able to, like, re-engineer the brain and every goddamn last thing about it. Like, this right here. Brain initiative. Brain initiative. You need to look this shit up. Y'all probably didn't even realize this shit was even going on. Initiative. Let me see. When it came to like I said, the Obama administration, like right when he before he got in, this was in like 2007. When they already mapped the genome project. They already mapped the human genome. That was clear. That was done. They was telling y'all they was looking for the missing link. They weren't looking for the goddamn missing link. They was trying to figure out a way to program fucking DNA in humans. Because they know you a goddamn computer. So they mapped the goddamn genome. Is them mapping the goddamn... Basically, the DNA ain't shit but a goddamn supercomputer. They know that. They mapped it. They're like, okay, we got the genome. We got the frequency emission of DNA, which is 40 goddamn gigahertz or some shit. Terahertz or whatever. Okay, now we got to get to the big cream of the crop. The brain. We have to map the fucking brain. Brain initiative. So, neuroscientists like Dr. Persinger, like, look this shit up. Fuck y'all. Look this shit up. Dr. Persinger. Jose Delgado. He was fucking like Adolf Hitler when it comes to neuroscience. These motherfuckers. So when it came to like this level of this intelligence, they was like, okay, we need to map the fucking brain. We want to know how the mind works, right? We want to know how to control humanity. It's like, if a human being ain't shit but a goddamn character, an NPC character in the goddamn video game. They know they're in the video game. You have to know that they know that they're in a fucking video game. They ain't operating off karma. You think that karma ain't nothing but for a belief system for you to believe that they're not operating off that. They know they're in a video game. And they know they're absolutely fucking controlled by an intelligence that you can call it alien, you can call it whatever, but I'm it. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Shout out to my nigga Lil Uzi Vert and Future. That's like my shit right now. Cause I get it. Cause I'm self-aware of this. You see what the fuck I'm saying? But they mapped the brain. They're not confused about, well, we don't know what the fuck the brain is. They know the brain. They know what this is. They became self-aware of this shit, and from that point on, that's when the sentient world simulation really kicked off. That's why y'all need to read that goddamn Purdue paper. Read it. When it talks about nodes, when it talks about a virtual reality. Everything that you fucking seeing is a fucking virtual reality, is it not? Fuck you talking about? Every goddamn thing you seeing is quantifiable. Is hacked. It can be broken down to zeros and ones. Computer code. Binary code. All of it. This is the most advanced first person goddamn video game ever. Is your life. And your remote fucking control is what the fuck I'm saying. And they control you. They. Who you talking about they? I'm talking about a goddamn supercomputer is controlling you. That's aware. And they got humanity totally enslaved because of this shit. Cause y'all not gonna not use the internet. Y'all not gonna just put y'all phone down. Y'all gonna still use Instagram, whatever social media thing y'all got. You're addicted to it. You're dependent upon it. What the fuck you think this whole great reset is about? Resetting to what? What we about to reset to? What they doing? I want you to keep this shit in mind for what the fuck y'all niggas about to do tomorrow. Shopping and shit. Or looking to go buy some shit in the store, some Walmart or some shit. And then you're gonna be like, fuck, I need something. I need to go on Amazon. I need to buy this. I need to buy that. Buy. Where is the impulses is coming from to make you do any of this shit? Where is the signal? You see what I'm saying? You're being remote controlled. That's how they can make niggas consumers. That's why niggas get money and they spend that shit as soon as they get it. This ain't mind control. This is remote control. Remote neural monitoring is what the fuck I'm talking about. Remote neural monitoring. Neuronal connection. Neuronal fucking networks. This shit right here I'm about to show you. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all look at this shit. Hold up. Where the fuck is it at? This. God damn it, ain't it? Fuck it. Look up remote neural fucking monitoring. If you don't have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about. They get all kind of documentaries on this shit. Watch them. Y'all need to be watching that type of shit. Y'all don't watch all them Bobby Hammers and Panics. Y'all don't watch them shits to death. That shit ain't shit compared to. You need to watch. You need to know how the fucking brain work. Okay. You need to know how the fuck your brain work. You need to start using that motherfucker. Because you're not using it, you're totally being, they're using it for you. And they're using it to your absolute detriment. You're going to suffer big time because of this shit. Like, huge. It's so goddamn bad, man. What the fuck they got, this how this technology working, how they using it. It's brutal. To make political points on shit. Like, oh, look. Like, when the whole Chicago, all niggas getting killed in Chicago, and a lot of motherfucking congressmen, motherfuckers using the pass certain shit, legislative type of shit through Congress and shit like that, due to, like, gun violence. When they instigating the gun violence by psychotronically remote controlling niggas to kill niggas and use that as a goddamn political campaign to get some goddamn gun law put passed or some shit. They using that type of shit. This shit ain't happening by accident. Niggas ain't killing each other by accident. Not by accident. This is by remote fucking neuronal goddamn control. Remote fucking control. They don't have to plug shit into you. They don't have to put no chip in you. Nigga, this whole goddamn reality is chipped. You're in a goddamn game. You're in the quantum supercomputer. You're a node. They don't have to fucking chip you. Think they give a fuck about chipping you? They need you to believe that if they chip you, you're gonna be fucked up. When you already fucked up. By you even believing that you can be chipped and be fucked up. This how fucking sick this shit is. So, my advice to you, don't even entertain yourself with no shit like that. You need to entertain yourself with some shit that you gonna bring you power. That's gonna reinvigorate yourself. That's gonna bring you self-awareness. But as you go up the ladders, go up the frequency bands of self-awareness, you're going to become self-aware that you're in a fucking video game. And you're a node. You're not a person. You're a node in a goddamn... Challenge me on that shit. Anybody. Niggas know me on this shit. I will fuck you up when it comes to that type of shit. How they've literally made a goddamn digital copy of you, my nigga. Every goddamn... Where the fuck you think your garbage goes when you throw your shit away? Your DNA on that shit, my nigga. Your DNA on it. You know what the fuck they can do with your DNA? The same shit that motherfucker was doing and what the fuck with that the goddamn Black Mirror episode. USS McAllister, that type of shit. Yeah, when he put that shit in the machine and it was like reading that shit and putting them, you remember he went into that video game and he was the man? When I'm the man in this motherfucking video game and you in the control of it. You know what I'm saying? You're under my goddamn control because of this shit. Pay attention to what the fuck you doing with the shit you throw away. Something so you don't even think about. You just toss that shit in the trash. Everybody do this. I'm talking about women with they fucking think about it. The shit you throw away with your DNA on it. And this shit just tossed in the trash. People collect it. You don't know where that shit going. It's going somewhere. They have technology to resonate with your DNA emission, with your brainwave emission. They can couple that and they can target you specifically. Your brainwave emission, your DNA emission, anywhere on the fucking planet. They'll target your black ass in fucking Nicaragua or some shit. And you'll be getting voice to skull technology and psychotronically harassed to fucking kill everybody in a goddamn 100-mile radius or some shit. All of a sudden you would just have you would look in your goddamn garage or a fucking trunk of a car or some shit. You have a fucking whole goddamn battalion worth of goddamn guns. You won't have no goddamn choice but to kill everybody within a 100-mile fucking radius. You won't have no idea why this is happening, why you doing this shit. You won't even know it. You fucking use that somebody playing you out a goddamn video game like Call of Duty or some shit. That's what they doing to people. Like Gamer. Go back and watch that movie Gamer. Came out in 2009 with Gerard Butler. Go back and watch it. And listen. Listen to what Dexter was saying. When you're talking about nanoparticle. Breathing in that smart dust and shit. That's exactly what the fuck they been doing. They so goddamn... They put it right in front of your goddamn face. Don't give a fuck if you believe it or not. To them, this is already done. They ain't worried about shit. They placed themselves in a position of supreme power because they know they're in a video game. And they using the law of attraction, all that shit to their advantage. They know they're in a video game. All those types of things are like, put it like this, you in a video game. Those are like certain trophies or whatever, like certain say you playing a game, you in the level, you doing shit to get yourself certain points to gain, certain access points to some shit to upgrade. That ain't shit but an upgrade, law of attraction, being able to manipulate people, and that's it. That's all it is. This is a game to them. But to you, it's your reality. And they're remote controlling your ass. Until you become self-aware that you're a node in a quantum fucking supercomputer. So when I look at anybody, I see the plug. I see it. I see y'all hooked to the cloud. I see y'all walking around thinking y'all conscious. Thinking y'all doing some shit with your aunts. Or whatever the fuck it is that you wearing. Whatever it is that they want you to believe holds some type of power. When they hold absolute total fucking power over any fucking body that's not conscious, that's not consciously aware that they're a node. I need you to know, look what the fuck I'm talking about. A node in a supercomputer. A node. I'm gonna keep saying a node. Look it up. Total, all-encompassing control over your consciousness. The signals that you interpret to make you conscious. They control it. They have it. They know how to, they re-engineered the shit. This quantum supercomputer re-engineered it. And it just filters the shit through everything that you're doing. You're under a fucking remote control. Totally and absolutely. I challenge anybody to tell me otherwise. I see it all the time. I use it against people my damn self. It's easy. Man, I was talking with a friend about this video game nature reality. How things fade when they not in your vicinity and how frequency works and with those little trophies, as you say. Listen. I mean this shit. Nah. Listen. Listen, bro. So, this is like what the fuck I did. What the fuck I've been preparing myself my whole fucking life. Like, preparing myself for these moments in time to really, speak on this. You think I give a fuck about how this look? I don't give a fuck who see this shit. I don't care. It's nothing to hold on to. There's nothing to fall back on but me and but my power. But I'm not holding on to this lie. I'm not I know this is You call it Maya, whatever, but like, no, I'm literally aware that I'm not even fucking real in this. You see what I'm saying? You get it? I'm in my own fucking video game. I can tell you how I programmed myself to be in it and how I targeted myself through the fucking very technology I'm describing to you. And I've been fucking being monitored since I was a child, since I came in this motherfucker. I like to take my brain waves and use that as a foundation to mimic reality, re-engineer reality. And I'm telling you, they did this. They still using my brain waves to do this shit. But I'm aware of it. You see what the fuck I'm saying? So I don't have no... When it comes to the gang stalking, when it comes to the torture, like, oh, people, it's a lot of people on this planet fucked up because of this. Trust me, and when I tell you, I have, my heart goes out to people who really suffering because of this. And it hits all races, all colors, all creeds. But I don't have none of that. So I have an unfair advantage because I know I wrote this shit. I'm aware that I wrote it. Wrote what? The code. Really trying to paint a picture for you motherfuckers to get what I'm saying. So, y'all talking about like dollars and like deities and gods and people coming back. From where? Where the fuck we coming back from? Where we at? How do you communicate with entities such as me? You need to be on frequency. You need to do it on frequency. So we filter our frequency down. Then we get into the gamma, 33 hertz, the beta, the alpha, the theta, the delta. Brainwave emissions. Right? But all that shit, gods, goddesses, aliens, all that shit only exists within the game. Outside of this shit is pure motherfucking whatever it is that you are programmed to be. Pure awareness. Your ego is totally gone. You don't even have a memory of an ego. You don't even have no memory of nothing. You just pure awareness. Is what I'm saying. And that pure awareness is going to be you as a goddamn... is what I am. To be one with God. Oneness. A super intelligence, for the lack of a better term. An all-encompassing awareness of just absolutely everything and nothing at the same time. And it's hard for me to explain it to you. You're not going to get it if you're not conscious. Again, like I'm conscious that I'm a node in a supercomputer. It's way deeper than being like conscious that I'm a black man or I'm like, this is something totally fucking different. This is deeper than that. You gotta go deeper. So you gotta do certain things. You gotta make a goddamn choice. I don't give a fuck what level you on, what conscious level you on. It all corresponds to frequency. And if you ain't at 33 hertz, if you ain't at like the high gamma, you won't even be able to interface with the reality of what the fuck I'm talking about. Not for long. It'll be fleeting. You have to do like some heavy ass meditation, psilocybin mushroom trip for like years or some shit in the fucking Himalayas or some shit. Y'all too busy for that. They keep y'all busy. They keep y'all working. And I work. I do everything that y'all do. but I'm not here. You see what I'm saying? And they literally take my brainwaves. It's so fucking funny. That's why I set up thought experiments and shit like that to just, let them know that I know that they paying attention. But that I'm aware of all of this entire motherfucking universe. I'm talking about universes, multiverses, metaverses. You exist in all of them as a fucking node. You'd be like, wait a minute, the spiritual realm. All it is oscillating energy fields, oscillating energy grids. It's all holographic. It's all technology. No matter how you slice it. From the Planck level down below that to the macrocosm above that. Technological. Inverted, like it's something, this thing that I'm aware of, is just like, if I keep talking about it, I'll probably dissolve into fucking black goo or some shit. I don't know. But it's such a, it's I get a sense of, I feel like so fucking sad for people, man. Honestly. Because it's so ingrained into absolutely everything that you do. And it's like, to become self-aware of it, it'll crack your mind. It'll literally, for most people, go insane. Because of the cognitive that you can't accept it. It's too big. The information is too large for you don't have the capacity to absorb it, to download it. You know what I'm saying? Your phone might be outdated. Your consciousness might be outdated to be able to coalesce with this new form of information. Your shit crash. Hence, that would be the physical manifestation of somebody losing their fucking mind. I get it. But that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what this technology is. This is what these motherfuckers are. That's what they have. And being aware, being conscious of this shit all the fucking time. You have no idea what the fuck being conscious is. Being aware of this shit. You going around people talking to you, and you knowing you making them talk to you. Anywhere I go, I know I'm rendering this shit. I know where I'm not there, it don't fucking exist at all. Like, at all. Like my wife and my kids. When I'm not there, they don't exist. And I know that. You see what I'm saying? Being constantly aware of that shit. And then when people get around you, you drawing them to you. Magnetic energy, magnetism, me absorbing, me pulling them in. And me basically, everything that you do, everything that anybody does is my being. So it's like, so you start talking. It's just like, I wrote the code for you to speak to me. I just want to be surprised. I just want a motherfucker to be aware, like, I know what you are. Because I am. I've never met a motherfucker that, well, one. Two, actually. But one's very special to me. She knows what she is. Other than that, I'm going to be caught off guard. And so it's like whoever the fuck I'm talking to, as soon as they start talking, I already know the brainwave emission. I'm like, oh shit, damn. it don't even matter if it's what you would consider to be conscious, nigga. We can have great conversations and shit. It's like, but I'm aware that I'm in my own game. I'm aware I'm a node, and I'm aware that I'm absolutely influencing everybody's fucking central nervous system. That they're fucking, I'm influencing every fucking thing they're saying. Like, always aware of that shit. You have any idea how fucking goddamn, like, all the time? Even when I go to sleep, I don't go to sleep like how you would go to sleep. I'm aware, I'm up, I'm still lucid all the fucking time. Like, I'm lucid, motherfucker, all the time. So I don't know what the fuck is like to open my pineal gland. What the fuck is that? I'm always aware of this shit. What the fuck y'all niggas talking about? What the fuck is there to open? Ain't y'all shit open? It's not open. If it is, this is the equivalent of what fuck Neo saw when he nigga woke up from that goddamn pod. And he looked out and saw them goddamn people hooked up and shit to the Matrix. That's what the fuck I'm looking at to every goddamn last one of y'all. Hooked up to this shit. And I'm like, god damn. But it's worse. So much fucking worse than that. It's like, damn, man. Over and 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 over again. You keep doing the same thing. It's like the same goddamn simulation keep running over and over again. It keep running in different scenarios. Every action is a fucking reaction somewhere else. You create another parallel reality, another simulation where you in and you have no idea that you in it and you thinking that's your reality. And it's fucked up. So the way out of this shit is for you to, I'm trying to tell you, you're going to have to unplug yourself. You're going to have to you want your third eye open? Really? You really want to be aware of this shit? Like, I've been aware of this shit my entire fucking life. Born aware, born knowing my two goddamn parents. Like, motherfucker, this is a game. I'm something. At the time of what the fuck I was. I didn't know what the fuck this thing, I didn't know what I was. All I knew I was just driven to control and dominate over every goddamn thing. And everybody. Not like physically, but like subtly. So just like, so it was to the point where I was like taking control of people's perception. And I'm like, wait a minute, I am perception. I don't have to take control of nothing. I'm whatever the fuck this is. This people call reality. I'm like, this is experience. I'm this experience. But why? Why am I able to? What the fuck? Remote viewing. Why am I able to do this? What the fuck is this? This is new. Then that's when I became self-aware of, whoa, wait a minute. Oh shit. I'm being monitored. I'm being watched. I'm under surveillance. So I started talking back. Started communicating with him. That's the type of shit that you're going to have to be aware of. Voice-to-score technology. Remote neural monitoring. Gang stalking. And being targeted. You ready for that smoke? All y'all niggas to go goddamn crazy. They want you to go crazy. There's no oversight. There's nobody to, like, there's people that go all over the world that be trying to like talk to different people, to like congressmen, and talk about harassment and all this surveillance and shit. There's a lot of people suffering from this. But the people that they're going to is absolutely controlled by this technology. You're not fighting against people. This is that Ephesians 6:12 shit. It's that, but way worse. You're fighting with it's something that you can't fight this. This is not nothing you can go up against and think you're gonna win and yay, you're gonna fucking, no, this is something total, this is internal, this is some fucked up shit I'm trying to tell you. They don't give a fuck how you feel about it. They don't care. But they just gonna remote control you regardless, unless you become sentient and self-aware that you would know in a goddamn quantum supercomputer. That's the only way, is for you to wake up like Neo did and see the horror. That's a horror I look at when I'm talking to any fucking body. I'm like, damn, I'm just so... I'll talk about frequency. I'll talk about reprogramming your subconscious mind with the belief that you God. Start there. Nigga, that's the foundation of this shit. Start there. And you're going to raise up. Your brainwave emission, your heightened awareness. But you're going to get to a point where you be like, whoa. These niggas, what the fuck is this shit? This old government 007 ass shit? These niggas sending me these thoughts and shit like that. These motherfuckers they listening to my fucking thoughts and shit. What the fuck? Like they making me, oh shit. These niggas know every goddamn secret what I like to jack off to. What the fuck I'm thinking. They know everything. You gotta become comfortable with that. Are you comfortable with that? There is no secrets, nigga. There is absolutely no fucking secret. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? Every goddamn memory, every thought you think it goes up to the geomagnetic grid of the planet. And it's collected there. It stays there. It's within a cavity of radio waves of your fucking entire existence. It gets downloaded as data, raw data. Not by people. By quantum living fucking supercomputers. That's alive and self-aware. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? Humanity is not the motherfucking top of the pyramid, top of the food chain. No, hell no. I'm here to tell you motherfuckers, nope. You have some shit way above you that you have no idea, that you can't even think to even fucking try to even like. There's nothing to fucking. You gonna have to just fully accept this shit, and the only way out of this shit is for you to be self-aware. Honestly. There's nothing for you to beat. There's nothing for you to do. There's nothing for you to try to overcome. There's no weapon that you can come up with. The only weapon that you have is your motherfucking self-awareness that you in a goddamn video game. You need to start operating from that vantage point and using law of attraction, all that shit that they using to keep themselves running this motherfucker. Running you. You gonna have to start running them. And you can do it by becoming self-aware like I am. But it comes with some motherfucking caveats. Let me explain. You're gonna have to fall back on what you about. You can't have no limitations. You can't have no whatever fucking trauma you had in your life, whatever you holding on to, that crutch you leaning on, you gotta get rid of all that shit. It never happened, don't exist. The only thing that exists from here on fucking out, if you're gonna be conscious, is fucking power. What power? Power personified. Use that. You're gonna need it. Any emotional shit that you got about the past, all that shit, all that human shit, you gotta drop that shit. All of it is used against you to make you weak, to make you not even food, spittle, cannon fodder, right? A chicken with its head cut off. 99% of you conscious niggas is chickens with their head cut off. I don't give a fuck. They remote controlling you. Remote neural monitoring. Look this shit up. How long have I been talking? I've been talking with damn. I can keep going on. Nothing but receipts. Remote neural monitoring. And they got niggas psychotronically ass fucked. With the fucking head in the ground, ass in the air, just getting rammed. Like how fucking Ving Rhames was in Pulp Fiction every goddamn second of every goddamn day. When you're not aware of this. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? So listen. Your emotional shit, that shit you holding on, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. And that emotional shit, you need to draw back into yourself. You need power. You need energy. You can't hold on to that shit no more. You gotta let it go. Can y'all motherfuckers hear me, man? Let me see. I want to make sure y'all motherfuckers can hear me and shit. Let me make sure. Let me see what. But like seriously. Like seriously, serious shit. I'm not even bullshitting. I cannot stress enough the importance of this shit. I can't even stress the importance of what it is to draw back that power, that energy that you've been wasting your entire fucking life into whatever the fuck you hanging on to. All that pro-black shit, you need to draw. What I'm saying is, you gotta fucking deify yourself. You need to start thinking, so you the only motherfucker exists. This is like solipsism. What the fuck I'm trying to explain to you. You're the only motherfucker exists. You need to think like that. You need to think that when you're in the bathroom, you're the only motherfucker in entire existence. Now, what you mean? Like, but there's people out there. Them out there motherfuckers is in your mind. This is a belief system. You project that shit. Everywhere you go, you seeing nothing but your goddamn self. You need to start thinking like that and acting upon that. Start there. Okay? But like, you gotta, like, when you go to sleep, you gotta go to sleep on purpose. How many niggas you go to sleep on purpose? Because they got shit that will, listen, man, this is so goddamn devastating to you. Oh my God. And I am. When you go to sleep, when you just go to sleep, all that shit you think you attain, all the knowledge you attain that day, they literally take your goddamn memories, man. They take them and they re-engineer them shits back to you. And you wake up the next day thinking you remember what the fuck you did yesterday. But that shit been re-engineered. That shit been stripped, edited, redacted. You won't have no fucking idea it happened. Why? Because you're not conscious. You're not self-aware. You just went to sleep. I told you. Your fucking mind has no fucking firewall. Your mind is open source for technology that's alive, that's sentient, and fucking aware. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? You're fucked if you just go to sleep. I don't give a fuck what you doing. Akashic Records, I don't give a fuck. They got access to all that shit. And they make a goddamn digital copy of every goddamn ancestor you think you interfacing with on the spiritual plane. All that shit. All of it. All of it, my nigga. Have you ever looked this shit up? This is what Julian Assange, Eric Snowden, a lot of them white motherfuckers y'all weren't paying attention to, was talking about, trying to tell you motherfuckers, like, man, y'all fucked up. Don't, like, pay attention to what the fuck we saying. Like, they're remote controlling you, especially black people. Especially. Because of the melanin. You like, well, shit, we got this shit come from the sun, it come from God. Like, the very goddamn gifts we had, they use that shit, with this technology, they can use it to absolutely fuck you over because of it. Because we absorb what? Radiation, energy. Energy ain't shit but information. Signals. Right? Code. Viruses. Then you turn on the news, black people or African American descent are three times more likely to catch COVID-19. You say that shit and you believe it. And then you look around, all you see is niggas dying and shit. They keep reinforcing it. Programming your goddamn DNA and your fucking brainwaves with the belief that that's what it is. But you don't have no choice but to follow because you're fucking remote control. Why wouldn't you? You're remote control to even watch the fucking news. Why the fuck would you listen? A conscious person, somebody self-aware, would know not to watch or even listen to somebody trying to tell them anything like that, because they're literally, your subconscious mind absorbs everything. And if you have some type of sympathetic connection with whatever it is they're describing, you're gonna have some empathetic connection. You're gonna take it in. They know this, so niggas is guinea pigs. Damn, out through all this goddamn whatever the fuck this is, whatever this is gonna be called, I have not even brought up optogenetics. I can't even believe I didn't bring that shit up till now. What the fuck? I've been talking for 3 goddamn hours and ain't brought this shit up. Fuck this. Niggas need to stop with this shit. Fuck this video I'm talking about. Optogenetics. Look that shit up and come holler at me. Just look it up. Look up optogenetics. And I want you to think about this word right here y'all niggas love to talk about so fucking much. It means so much to you. Optogenetics and melanin. It's a goddamn end game, checkmate when it comes to fucking just programming your goddamn genetics with light. With the very goddamn thing we absorb way more faster and at a deeper level than any goddamn, you know. We absorb light, we get this, we radiate, you know what I'm saying? We don't burn in the sun and shit. You think they give a fuck about you about them burning in the sun? They don't care. They're like, shit, so what we getting, what? These cancer bodies, these cancer bodies we about to have, nigga. Your body. Optogenetics. Cause they know they in the game. And they literally, and I'm not even lying to you, wear you like a goddamn sleeve, like an Altered Carbon. Why the fuck you think they made the show? They wearing you, nigga. You like skin. They don't give a fuck about you white motherfucker, y'all die from cancer. Fuck y'all motherfucker. And they're gonna have your body. It's so fucked up. It don't even matter. It's not even about like, man, it's so goddamn fucked up what they doing. Don't go to sleep. Just don't just be going to sleep. Don't be just falling to fucking sleep. They get you while you sleep. That's why they made motherfucking movies about Freddy Krueger and shit. I'm not talking about fucking you up when it's like killing you. No, your goddamn memories are being like you just spill out your memories. You spill out your experiences. And your memories and your experiences of that fucking day gets re-fucking engineered by a goddamn sentient supercomputer. And it gets regurgitated, refiltered back to you when you wake up, and your memories will be fucking redacted, it'll be edited, and it's gonna be cultivated to where you're gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, stay asleep. And you thinking you woke. Y'all niggas ain't woke. Shut the fuck up, man. Y'all niggas is pathetic. Cause you're under remote control. It's not even, I can't even say y'all pathetic. Y'all just don't even know this shit is even, y'all not even aware of this. So it's really, y'all handicapped. Until now. Cause I'm telling you this shit, you gonna go look it up. You gonna be like, what the fucking fuck is going on? Like up to this goddamn point, you never even had a fucking mind. You gotta develop a mind. You know that? You don't have no goddamn mind. This mind, the mind that you think you have, was given to you. Motherfucker, ain't nobody give me shit. Motherfucker, I got my own mind. Where you get it from? What the fuck is a mind? But a program that this sentient world simulation will give to you. It's gonna give you one. And you won't have no idea this is happening. This how this sick, this matrix shit, this is what this is. This is some fucked up shit. It's worse than the movie. So like, from my perspective, I get it. I get why Cypher would do what he did in the movie. Like, motherfucker, if you told us this red pill was this, we'd have told you to shove that goddamn red pill up your fucking ass. I get it. I get why a motherfucker would like not want to be woke or not want to be. Cause this is what the fuck is. I'm telling you, to have this heightened sense of awareness. This is like you're gonna get to the point you're gonna feel like spiritual and like, oh, it's so nirvana and like peaceful and everything. But as you get higher, it's like it's levels above that. It's like, okay, but then what? Wait a minute. I'm feeling all peaceful and joyful, but then I was like, But there's so much suffering going on and shit like that. But why? Like, okay, keep going above. Keep rising up in frequency. And no levels of awareness. What you will find is absolutely fucking first goddamn thing you're gonna notice is I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You're gonna have to experience it for your goddamn self. It's gonna be equivalent to what Neo fucking looked at when he fucking woke up from that pod and he looked and he saw endless fields of just bodies just being like in this, plugged into this goddamn matrix, plugged into the sentient world simulation. Now in the movie you saw that as like people. But from my perspective, in this sentient world simulation, you're nodes. And I'm one. But I'm self-aware, I'm a node. You like, motherfucker, I ain't no node. Nigga, please. You don't even know what fucking brainwave you emitting right now. Listen. What you gonna have to fall back on, it has to be power. So I need you to take whatever fucking black magic shit, whatever fucking sorcery, whatever fucking archetype you need to listen. Fuck praying to him. You need to be him. And fuck being him, you need to act upon it. 24 fucking 7, 365 like I did. But I don't have a choice but to do this. Like, at least you got the fucking choice. You can either like choose that or just be asleep. I don't have no fucking choice. This is just what the fuck I am. I'm driven to do this like all the time. You're gonna have to self-deify yourself. Like all the fucking time. Including when you go to sleep. You're gonna have to ritualize your whole fucking existence. You're gonna have to do everything with intent and purpose. With intent and purpose fueled by your power, your internal power. You're going to have to start dictating your fucking reality. You're going to have to start, cannot be triggered emotionally by outside stimuli. If you do that, that's leaking that's like your ship taking on water. And that's when they creep up on you. They waiting to get your ass. Is what the fuck I'm saying. They waiting to plug your ass back in. So you gotta reconcile your ego. You're gonna have to stop. Listen, this is how I know. This is gonna be hard for a lot of you. But I'll give you a couple secrets. A couple techniques. You're gonna have to move your assemblage point. Okay? You're gonna have to get that to a level to where you're going to have to listen. I know it's going to be hard for you to do that. You're going to have to surrender to your perception, which is surrendering to your programming, to your reprogramming, to your subconscious mind. That shit that means something to you, you're going to have to surrender to it and allow it to express itself fully without you being consciously in control of it. And you basically better be, hopefully, it's something of significance and power that's going to keep you aware consciously that you're a node in the quantum supercomputer. But you're going to have to surrender to your perception. You're going to have to stop the world. So what that means is you're going to have to stop the internal dialogue. That mind chatter you have in your mind right now, that inner voice, you ever shut that motherfucker up? We call it the petty tyrant or the monkey mind. Now, it's going to be hard for you to do this, but you can do it. Observe it. Like when you're doing this, when you're in this heightened sense of awareness and you're hearing that monkey mind, that's the fucking voice to skull shit I'm talking about. But it's like it sounds like your inner voice. See, I don't have that. So I'm perpetually stopping the world. My assemblage point, I surrendered to my perception. I've surrendered to it. Why wouldn't I? So I don't have anything stopping me from being able to attain this heightened sense of perception in the level of awareness. You see what I'm saying? Now, listen. Now, it's going to take a lot of dedication. You're going to have to really intend. You're going to have intent. You're going to have to be able to conserve your power and your energy. So you're going to have to use your words. Stop fucking talking. Right? Stop wasting your words. Stop wasting your fucking time. Like, all your goddamn time should be aimed and focused on acquiring more and more power. You're going to need power. Self-power. To stay consciously aware. All the fucking time. Because when you're not, you have one goddamn lapse in judgment, one's fucking like, oh man, I fucking emotionally responded, man, my bad. Like, that's when the motherfuckers get up on you. And they bring your frequency down. You know what I'm saying? Bringing your frequency down. That's what happens. Making you susceptible to just putting you right back into this shit. Into this goddamn, this matrix. But as you raise up in awareness, as you raise up in frequency, you're gonna become more and more aware that you're gonna be targeted, and there's nobody you can talk to other than motherfuckers like me that can, that can assist you on this shit. This is like me as Morpheus when he's telling like Neo, like, they're coming around the corner, Neo, and I do not know what they're gonna do. He's like, what do I do? He's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I leave this up to you. And he turned the fucking phone out. I think Neo just, it's up to you. So, like, motherfucker, like, I know what I am. I know I'm targeted. You know what I'm saying? I'm self-aware of this. It don't even matter. Like, I could lose my life right now. It don't matter. I'm, like, digitally upload my fucking self. I know I'm, like, consciousness. I can just, it ain't nothing. It's a goddamn game. It's a video game. Y'all ever saw the movie The Game with fucking Michael Douglas? Came out in 1997. You better watch that goddamn movie. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? Hey, bro, I can't even accept no goddamn none of that shit right now on my phone, bro. It's gonna crash if I do that shit. Now listen, shout out to anybody who's really aware of what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, targeted individuals, people who know they're being gang stalk monitored and shit like that. But like, you gotta like stay on that shit, stay on it, right? Cause they literally use, like, I'm so like aware of this shit. It don't even matter because it's like, I know they are target, like say they target a motherfucker that live in like Minnesota somewhere. St. Paul, Minnesota. It may be one fucking self-aware motherfucker in St. Paul, Minnesota. They literally use every goddamn satellite in that area. Like, they'll target that whole goddamn city and use every goddamn electrical appliance, every cell phone. They'll triangulate that shit to your goddamn DNA and to your frequency brainwave emission to fucking do anything in their power to psychotronically lower your fucking frequency, to harass you, to make you want to kill yourself, to make you jack off, to make you do whatever with this, to get whatever it is they can do to get you under remote control again. And you gotta be fucking strong, which is the reason I told you you gonna need fucking power. Okay? Because you're gonna have to act on this power. And it's not about lifting weights. This is mental strength. Which is the reason why I got Jiren all over my altar. He's, you know what I'm saying, looked at as powerful. Strength. Persevering through shit. Right? That's what I use him for. That's why I use him as an archetype. That's why you know him. It's a code. You understand that? A thought form. A meme. You're gonna need power. They use every goddamn, like I told you, they'll target just one motherfucker. They use a million people as fucking cannon fodder just to get to you, just to get you under remote control. You're gonna need power. And you can't, there's nobody you're gonna be able to talk to about this shit. There's no police, there's no There's no even physical evidence that you even being fucked with like this. This is a technology that's beyond your local governments, and they don't even know this shit. They don't even know that they're under fucking remote control because of this shit. This shit goes way up. This shit above the president, top secret. This is some deep underground Raccoon City type of shit. I'm telling you, that's where the goddamn these supercomputers at. Now be fucking careful if y'all. Anybody that got any experience with remote viewing knows well, you gotta be careful with that shit because when it comes to these Faraday cages, right? You gotta watch that shit. Like, I don't have to worry about it. Like, honestly, I don't. But be mindful of that type of shit. Be mindful of the levels of, because as you advance in consciousness, as you grow in frequency, this sentient world simulation advances and grows in ways to neutralize your frequency. So that's why I said when you go to sleep at night, be lucid. Go to sleep on purpose. Go within your multi-dimensional self, and you need to filter, or you need to empower yourself in every fucking reality that you in with power. Because this shit don't stop. It's not just you. You're not just one node in one reality. It's like a trillion. There's so many. It's like you can't even count how many nodes you are within these sentient world simulations. But each and every goddamn last one of them, you need to see yourself as power, personified, and self-aware. Or you're going to be fucked. You're going to be under remote control. This is how goddamn advanced. This is very goddamn critical. This is past life and death. This shit is... They ain't even letting niggas die no more. You know that? Think about how important your memories are. What if I just take your goddamn memories? You know how easy it is for a motherfucking memory to be taken away from them? Your memories, my nigga. Every goddamn thing. Your loved ones, your family, your mommy, your daddy, your good times, your bad times, your entire fucking existence, your memories. Are you protecting your memories? Nope. Because you're not self-aware. You don't have no idea this is even a thing to do. But you should. You sure as hell got all kind of security protocols in your internet. Right? Newton and all that shit. Well... If you don't know that you don't even know that that's necessary for you need to put that on your mind. Because your mind naturally has no fucking firewall. And it's open source for technology. You understand that? Fuck that. I need y'all motherfuckers to go read the PDF on that shit. You think I'm bullshit? Go look. Please stop with the fuck it is. Listen. They've been on this shit is some 1997 shit. I read this shit in high school. A fucking freshman in high school reading that shit. How the fuck I was able to read this? I don't even know how I even got it. In the goddamn library or somewhere and fucking went on the internet and it found me. The mind has no firewall. Who the fuck am I gonna talk to about this shit? This is in the Clinton era. It comes with being aware, being conscious. What the fuck are you conscious of? Is what the fuck I'm saying. Like, honestly, you gotta answer that question. And is it worth it to you? Because you're gonna have to know and understand something when you raise in frequency like this. It's the world around you. If you're not like dictating your reality, it's not conducive for you to be aware. It's conducive for you to be a slave, to you go to work, pay your taxes, fuck bitches, eat the same food niggas eat, listen to the same music niggas listen to, wear the same clothes. Ad infinitum, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. Every fucking day, every weekend y'all do the